It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. Jason talks like a spaz, and he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
Alrighty, we have made it to the weekend. It is Friday, and this is the KVJ Show. Another round, almost there, Virginia. You feel like you are keeping it together?
That's a great question.
Okay. Yeah, we've got to check in on your mental health status when we get to this point of the week.
I feel like
we are.
I'm forgetting a lot of important things, and a lot of stuff just falls through the crack every day.
Yeah.
But also, what's kind of good about losing your mind is my husband and son have noticed. And so they start picking up the slack because they notice that I'm just like, you know what?
They know you don't have this anymore.
I don't have it in me. You guys do it yourself then. Okay. And I had a meltdown the other day.
Oh, no. What was it? What caused the meltdown?
Well, Rocco was being really cruel to me for no reason. Kids do this a lot. But with menopause, I just don't got the patience for it. Like, I make him food, and then he won't eat it because he doesn't like it. But it's healthy food. He'd rather eat Doritos. And so
he's a kid.
We always have a big fight about you got to eat healthy food. You can't fill up on Doritos. And it's eternal fight. I made him this beautiful omelet. He likes onions. He likes chives. He likes salt. He likes eggs. So I made him a beautiful omelet. He didn't touch it, and I just flipped out. I lost my S-bomb.
Yeah.
And I said, that's it.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to be home tonight. You guys figure it out. Have fun.
Wow.
And I went out with my girlfriend.
You made a big statement.
I made a big statement, and they both got scared.
Okay.
And they went and did grocery shopping, which they never do.
Okay.
So they went and picked out food that Rocco approves. And now all this food, including fruits and vegetables, must be consumed. We must eat healthy.
Right.
You can still have snacks here and there, but now you've picked it out. So if you don't eat it, Daddy's now involved. And Daddy don't play.
Daddy throws down the... It seems... am I wrong with this? Do you think your son Rocco respects his father more than he does you?
100%.
Huh. And why is that?
I don't know. I'm sure it's me.
It's you.
I'm sure I've done something wrong.
It's definitely you. We just don't know why.
We don't know what I've done, but pushing him out of my vagina, that wasn't enough for him.
Well, he doesn't appreciate exactly what a commitment that is.
He doesn't.
He doesn't know what a sacrifice you went through.
None of these kids do.
No, they don't.
And that's why we got to remind them. Wait till they have some friends over. Remind them what they did to your vagina, ladies.
Yeah, that's never awkward.
I can understand why Rocco doesn't like me.
You're putting it all together right now. Like, okay, yeah, this makes great sense.
This lady's crazy.
Yeah, okay,
but good. Guess what? You made me this way.
Okay, so you're going to put the blame back on.
I'm so tired of the food fight. And I was commiserating with Denny's about this yesterday because his baby Lachlan, it's the same thing. It's a fight every day just to get him to take 4 bites of something healthy.
It's kind of crazy, isn't it, that you're that way when you're a kid, and then when you become an adult, you won't stop eating.
Well, when I was a kid, my mom and dad, they were militant about us finishing every bit of food on our plate.
It used to be you couldn't get up from the table.
Exactly.
The whole thing about kids in Africa don't have food.
I'd be sitting at the table crying, and dinner would be over for like an hour, and I wasn't allowed to get up till I finished my food. And even lima beans. I don't give Rocco lima beans. I made him a beautiful French omelet with all of his favorite ingredients.
Yeah. I still just didn't have the appreciation for it, huh?
Nope.
Did you ask him before you made it if he wanted an omelet, or did you just make it and then said, hey, here's what I made for you, eat it?
Well, it was lunchtime, and I got to feed him something before I go lay down for my nap. So every day I come home now and feed him lunch. And every day it's something different because I like a diverse menu.
Okay. Yeah.
And some days he loves it and scarfs it down. But then some days, he turns his nose up at it.
But you make it and then hope that's what he wants in that moment.
He loves scrambled eggs. He loves onions. Right. He loves salt, and he loves chives.
Sure.
It was just an omelet instead of scrambled eggs.
Okay. So maybe it was just the presentation.
The presentation, yeah. He was like, what's this?
Okay. Yeah. And was he in the mood for eggs at that moment, or was it?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's,
I then offered him fresh orange slices, which were delicious.
Okay. Yeah. You're selling me.
It was.
I'm all in.
So rude, so mean. So that's when I flipped out that day, and I told them both, you know what? You're on your own. Figure it out.
How often do these flip outs happen?
Not often.
Okay. Are we talking monthly, quarterly, yearly?
Well, by the look on my husband's face, I can tell that he hasn't really seen this a lot.
Okay.
This is new to him, but I think he understands that, it's also a part of menopause, that I'm just changing a little bit.
Now, you think this is because you put a lot on menopause, which it just sounds like it's completely destructive to your entire lifestyle. You think that all these ills are completely caused by your menopause?
I think something flips in your hormones when you get to be my age. I'm going to be 53 in a few days. And I think you realize, okay, I've been doing everything, internalizing everything, making sure everything runs smoothly. And it goes not even appreciated or underappreciated, but met with just cruelty and disdain and like talked down to and spoken to like I'm a piece of gum on the bottom of your shoe. Like, yeah.
Okay.
And now where I am, where before maybe I would have laughed it off and said, oh, it's not a big deal. Now I'm like, nope, not putting up with it.
Does your husband step in when he senses disrespect to call Rocco out to say, we don't do that to anyone, especially women?
Yes.
Okay.
He does every time. But a lot of this disrespect has been happening when Panda wasn't there.
Aha. And is it one of those things? I remember that used to be a thing when we were kids. Just wait till your daddy gets home. And then you tell dad, and then dad would lower the boom on the kid, and the kids were afraid of, no, you don't want dad upset.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of that. It's not that dad lowers the boom, but Rocco just holds his dad in such high regard that, like, if his dad is mad at him or disappointed in him, his world is rocked. Because if he's let his dad down, now it's time to make changes. He can let mom down right and left, don't matter. But if he lets his dad down, he is so sad. He was bawling, crying when his dad was upset with him.
Sure, I can get that. Yeah, some boys are that way with their dad. So I have to watch what I say to my son. It seems to affect him more. And you're like, I didn't think it was that bad. But yes, I've seen that before. So I have to always be careful. So. Okay, so do you happen to have your fart fan on?
I do.
Okay, good.
Is it loud?
Well, I just want to make sure we didn't have technical issues because I hear a humming that's going on. I'm like, oh boy, you never know. When you're on radio, it's like that could mean something bad.
I'm having a hot flash.
If it's just you trying to cool yourself and that's what the noise is, if people do hear that little okay, that's Virginia's fan.
Sorry, I just started having a hot flash.
All right, well, so it's all menopause, huh?
The fun continues.
Boy, that's it. Okay, well, it sounds like everybody on the show, except for Denny's and myself, are falling apart.
I don't know. Denny's is barely hanging on.
Oh, really? Denny's is struggling. Okay,
you don't talk to him like I do.
Oh, boy. Oh, no, Denny's. He looks fantastic. He wears it well, though.
He does.
Whatever trauma he's got.
He's unshakable.
Okay, he looks fantastic. Have we heard anything from Jbird? Because he's the other person. He's really down and out. We haven't seen much of him here lately. He's been laid up, been in the hospital this week, just trying to get over whatever the heck he's got. He was trying to get some answers and doing a lot of medical tests. Do we have any answers as to what has been knocking him out for the last, we're going on a full 2 weeks coming up, I guess, tomorrow that he's been down and out.
That's crazy.
Any answers, or is it just still more of the same, Denny's?
Still more of the same. He's waiting for results. We're kind of just in that in-between period while he waits for the results.
But he did go to the ER, and then he did go to the GI doctor yesterday. So this is good.
Yeah, I think they're en route. We just have to wait for them to come back. So he's just been getting rest. He's trying to stay hydrated.
Okay. Any ideas of whether they tested for this cyclospora?
I'm sure they did a blood test. I'm not sure how you necessarily test for this.
I think there is a specific test. I was watching the news on it yesterday, trying to, just drink in any kind of information I could about it. And it sounded like, one, it might be a test you have to request. And hopefully maybe if the doctor's looking at all the symptoms. Unless this is a doctor that completely refuses to watch any news program ever.
It is the #1 news story. So you would think every doctor would know about it, right?
And it sounded like Jbird had said the first doctor he mentioned to was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, he went to like a doctor, like a family doctor, general practitioner, and was like, hey, these are my symptoms. And the guy's like, I don't know what you got.
See,
the guy did not test him.
Completely alarming on 2 counts. One, that he couldn't think that it might be anything viral or a parasitic that, this thing is. And then 2, the fact that he was completely unaware because it had already been on the news a good bit.
Yeah.
At that point, now it's just everywhere. So if you go to a doctor today and they're like, I never even heard of it, cyclospora, you need to go find another doctor.
Yeah, seriously. We can't deal with Dr. Head in the Sand.
Right. So they're trying to narrow down exactly what it is. And it sounds like they're pointing the finger at Taylor Farms and their shredded iceberg lettuce, which was sold at select Taco Bell locations. So it's getting more concrete. I don't know if it's definite and they're saying that's exactly what it was, but that's where they're pointing the finger right now. And Taco Bell has said that they've gotten rid of all that lettuce and they're moving on new things. And so I think in many of the states, especially Michigan, that's where they have over 4,300 cases.
Whoa.
It's kind of that upper Midwest. Those states seem to be the ones that have the most. There's 100 reported cases in Florida. And I saw that yesterday that it was like 141 people had been hospitalized nationwide. And this was after Jbird had been in the hospital. I'm like, if he has cyclospora, he's 142. I mean, it just goes to show you. I mean, keep in mind how many people are in this country. And that's a lot. The odds are pretty. He's still writing very low numbers if this is what he has, which is just kind of crazy that, of course, he's the one that got it.
And there has to be that other people got it from other lettuce other than the Taco Bell lettuce, right? Like, because all those people couldn't have eaten, or did they eat the same batch of lettuce?
I don't have.
How big are these lettuce batches
Yeah.
if 18 states shared one batch of lettuce?
Right now, they're just trying to figure out the largest outcropping of outbreaks. And so every individual case, it just doesn't sound like any of this stuff is really accounted for yet. I don't think they have a lot more questions than they have answers. This is all you know so far.
I was in
your questions, I don't think there's any answer to that yet.
I was in a restaurant last night and I was like, okay, so I got some oysters, which I loved. And I was like, oh, what goes great with oysters? A nice little salad. So I was like, let me get never mind. I'm good. Like, I can't eat salad now. It's in my head.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, and I'm sure that Taylor Farms probably supplies to a bunch of different things. It can't be just Taco Bell. That's probably why the numbers, and maybe in that area that's a bigger farm.
Yeah. Could be.
Where is Taylor Farms? Is it in that area? Or I heard it was like Mexican lettuce.
Taylor Farms?
I don't know.
It was grown or where their headquarters are.
Like it was grown in Mexico and then brought through Taylor Farms.
Could have been. They say they operate multiple facilities across the U.S. They're headquartered in Salinas, California.
Okay.
Up there in the San Joaquin Valley. And they got regional plants in several states, including Washington, Texas, Florida, and Arizona. So they have apparently a plant here in our state. So
crazy.
Yeah. So I don't think there's a lot of information on it. That plant's in Orlando. So
I just never thought I'd see the day when lettuce would bring us down.
I know, especially Jbird. Who would have ever thought that narrative was going to happen?
And right when the cyclospora happened, he was eating a lot of salad.
Yes, you finally decided to get healthy at the wrong time. We've been on him for 20 plus years about getting healthy. 20 years later, he gets healthy and then he gets sick for a couple of weeks.
Give me that Taylor lettuce.
Ask for it by name, Taylor Farms. So I guess you could call this World Cup weekend because you got a lot of World Cup activities going to be going on here in South Florida. Tomorrow, we have got the bronze medal game. That is going to be a good game to actually check out. Now, the question for me is, how in soccer do they take a third place matchup? Are they pumped about it or are they like, I don't know? Because I was even wondering if maybe some of their stars wouldn't even play because they're like, I don't know. I mean, who really cares about being the third loser? I guess the second loser is really what it is if you're going for third place. But you got England, France at Hard Rock Stadium, and they're talking about how much the ticket prices were dropping, but to me, that's a headline and clickbait more than it is actuality. I mean, if you consider that the ticket ranges, even for mid-level, are still about $1,500 a ticket. And like, that's good for you and you're cheering that, then I guess we just have different standards.
What's the cheap seats going for now?
The very cheapest one that I saw was $755, and that was all the way at the top of the end zone in the end zone. Yeah, so it really couldn't be any worse than that. I'm not paying $755. So you can't. I've been up there before for a Dolphins game, but it's you don't even know what's going on, especially with soccer. Like, I can't follow soccer when I can see it on the screen. Like, I would be so lost. I'm like, I have no idea what's even going on. I spent $755 just for me to sit here.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That ain't happening.
Well, when you said that you were going to consider paying around like $500 to $1,000, I was like, wow.
No, $500 for one ticket.
That's a lot.
That's all I would do. $500, I'd be like, all right, because to me, delving out, if I went with my son, $1,000, it'd be worth it. But we're not even, one of us is getting in for that, is what it's looking like.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, it's still going to be very expensive if you want to go check that out. Got a lot of watch parties happening on Sunday, though. I'll kind of do a little breakdown of exactly where you can go for all that kind of stuff coming up, because there is some good places to really go and watch this. Now, it depends upon what you want, because, it was suggested to me, like, we need there's a lot of great places in Miami it's going to be doing. I'm like, all those places are going to be so crowded. Like, Lummis Park, they're going to be doing a watch party. Aventura Mall. I'm afraid that it's going to be so insane. Just trying to park and trying to get in and watch the game. But, it might be fun. I guess it's, what you're up for. They're also going to be doing watch parties. Hard Rock Live has got one for the final on Sunday. Lone Depot Park in Miami. Amerant Bank Arena is doing another one. From what you said, just watching the hockey games there, that was cool, that they actually on the court or on the ice, they were putting like where everybody was. Now, I don't know if they're doing that for the soccer games. If they've seen one, let us know what's that experience like.
I mean, I think the technology is there. They should do it,
You'd think
right?
they'd be able to do both. If you can do it for hockey, why couldn't you do it for soccer?
That would be amazing. I'm telling you, that was a great place to go for a watch party because the tickets were very affordable. The hype was there. They had the full sound system, all the lights, and the big jumbotrons. And you're very, very close to the Jumbotron. Mm-hmm. No matter where you're sitting in that stadium, it's not like other stadiums where you're like Dolphin Stadium, you're far.
Yeah, and that's why to me, like Lone Depot Park doesn't, they have that one Jumbotron way out there. I just feel like you'd be way too far away from it.
Yeah.
It'd be like watching it on your phone.
That'd be tricky.
Yeah, not feeling that. You've got a lot of smaller places doing it. A place from like Das Beer Garden in Jupiter, downtown Abaco is doing a Harborside place has got a watch party. The Miami Beach Bandshell in North Beach has got one. The American German Club. So every bar is going to have some kind of watch party. So they're going to be all over the place. You won't have to go very far if you want to watch the World Cup final on Sunday. And it's going to be interesting because they've got a lot of really cool performances. I mean, it's almost been turned into like the Super Bowl. Of course, when they have it in America, you got to put all these artists around it. They're going to be doing a party before, halftime, and afterwards. Jennifer Hudson doing the Star Spangled Banner. Nicole Scherzinger and Robbie Williams is doing a pre-match celebration. Justin Bieber, Madonna, BTS, Shakira, they're doing the halftime show, and then Post Malone's got the closing ceremony.
Yeah, they pulled out some big names.
Mm-hmm. So you got a lot of that going on. So I'd say World Cup weekend is your biggest thing going on. In South Florida, there's not a lot of other stuff really happening. You got an amphitheater show tonight. Leonard Skinner and Loverboy. Take me way back. So if that is your thing, then you can go check that out. And I saw last night, Men at Work and Toe the Wet Sprocket had a show together. Kind of curious if anybody got to that.
That's awesome. Where was that?
That was at one of the amphitheaters. I can't remember if it was, I think, Pompano Beach, something like that. So,
that's nice.
Yeah, somewhere here in South Florida it was. When I was watching the World Cup match the other day, as Argentina had this amazing comeback against England, I did think, what does David Beckham feel right now? Because he played on the English team. He's from England, but yet he runs Inter Miami, and his best player by far is Lionel Messi, who is saddening his European English team.
It's a weird headspace. It's like a Donna Kelsey kind of situation when you got both sides that you're pulling for different reasons.
Yeah. But it's really interesting hearing him break it down because somebody did ask him. They said, okay, so what are the emotions that you're going through? Because you saw Mick Jagger. He looked devastated. I mean, he really was taking it hard. He was just like, oh, my gosh. He just looked like somebody had, killed his best friend. He looked so sad that was up there. So what about David Beckham? Well, here's how he broke down his emotions during watching that match as Argentina was coming back to beat England 2-1 in the World Cup semifinal.
It has to be Messi. He plays the game just free, you know, the way he plays. And I think this past World Cup again, you know, I think the way he played for his team, for his country, and to win that World Cup was an incredible moment for him.
And is he the best player of all history?
I don't know. You know, I think that obviously you look back at the great players of the game over the years, from Pele to Maradona to obviously Leo and Cristiano over the years. You know, what I would say is, you know, what Leo has achieved has been amazing. And to finish his glittering career off with a World Cup, which, by the way, his career's not finished yet. So he'll continue to play for quite a few years on from now. But, you know, he's definitely one of the greatest players of all time.
He just kind of knew it. When he saw, you know, England up, he was like so excited, but he looked at Lionel Messi's face. He's like, I know that face. And I've seen what happens when he has that face on.
He got that Patrick Mahomes look in his eye.
Yeah.
Like, nah.
Yeah, like this guy's not done.
He's not done. And now he's pissed.
It's really amazing because, you know, look, I am a soccer novice. I don't know a lot about the game. I'm trying to learn more and more to get it. But it is kind of amazing because they talk about it being the beautiful sport. And I saw a couple things that Lionel Messi was doing in that match, and they slowed it down. And there was the one where Kane, who's like the good player for England, was coming up, and he was just juking all these people with the ball, and they did it in slow motion. It was really amazing where he got it by one guy, and then Harry Kane comes up and he kind of blocks him out, and he goes flying over Lionel Messi's back, and this is all in slow motion. Another defender comes up. Lionel Messi kicks it between his legs, and the guy's like, and they said these are three of the best defenders. They made him look like stooges, just what he was doing with the ball. He's just mesmerizing people. And they're like, what is this guy doing? And then they broke down the kick that he had, the assist that went in for Argentina's second goal. And they just showed how he wouldn't even look, and he kicked it. And it just was perfectly placed. It was absolutely unreal. And so when you kind of see all that stuff and get an idea of just what kind of control, because when I kick a ball, I have no idea where it's going. I mean,
East, west, north, south, we don't know.
If it comes off my foot, I'm just happy I made contact with it.
And then your toe hurts afterwards because you hit it wrong.
Right, exactly.
Every time.
And so, you know, they're really showing what he did and where he placed his ball. And it's just zipping. It's curving around all these English defenders. It was like 7 guys that the ball went around, and it zips past the last guy right perfectly to the Argentina guy who does the header right into the net. And that's the second goal. And they're just like, that's what Lionel Messi is all about. So when I see those kind of things, you start to get it. And I was watching even a clip from 2007 yesterday, and I went all through and I said, is this AI? What is it? But it showed David Beckham, and apparently he was known. You remember the movie that he had, Bend It Like Beckham?
Bend It Like Beckham.
And the control that he had.
To bend the ball.
A soccer ball.
Yeah.
And he's on the beach. And this is younger David. I think you might even had the little man bun thing going on at that point.
Oh, I loved man bun David.
Man bun Beckham, yeah.
Oh,
it was a good look for him.
So good looking.
Yes, and they had these kind of like you've seen the trash receptacles, the big plastic kind of barrels.
Yeah.
Is how they look, and you might see them on a beach.
Yeah.
There were 3 that were spaced out probably about 50 yards away from him. He puts the ball in the sand. You can see the way he's controlling the ball already. Like, okay, that's pretty impressive footwork. He boots it, doink, hits it right in the first one, doink, right in the second one, doink, right in the third one, from about 50-plus yards away.
Wow.
He boots him. Like, you don't even see the ball because you're like...
It goes up with the arc.
Right, and then right at the end, you see it go right down into it. Like, and... I was like, if he did, that's absolutely unbelievable. If that's
it's not AI.
I'm not positive, but I did read the comments.
We get tricked a lot nowadays.
But they were saying in 2007 the video was out. You didn't have the AI back then. They said this is an old video. It's been circulating around. So I go to the comments, I look, I see what's out there, and I still give you the disclaimer. I don't know if it was actually real or not. If it was real, it's absolutely unbelievable. If it's AI, it's still cool and impressive. Because I was like, wow.
We don't know if it's AI or not, but if it's real, damn, David.
If that is legit and real, then you want to be mesmerized, go and find that.
You notice, too, when he was listing all the greats, he left himself out. I think he belongs in that list,
Absolutely.
and that was very humble, and that was the right thing to do.
But what are you going to do?
How tempting is it to go, me, bitch?
No.
I'm one of them.
You let everybody else say that.
Yes.
You don't say that yourself. But there is something that's been going around, and it was a little bit odd for me. It stood out. Nobody's really made this comment, but kind of what a weird promotion. Now, what is amazing about this photo is just the likelihood of this happening. The photo shows a 20-year-old Lionel Messi, and it was a promotion that they had done like 19 years ago, where apparently families would enter a raffle to have Barcelona players photograph with their children. And one of the kids was a 6-month-old Lamine Yamal, and he now plays for Spain.
I saw this story. It's beautiful.
It is beautiful, except I thought, what a weird promotion to have a 20-year-old soccer player, which is what Lionel Messi was, bathing your 6-month-old child.
Bathing?
Yes, he's in like a little tub. And that's what it is. He's like in a tub. And I'm like, why can't we just do a photo? Why is the baby being bathed by Lionel Messi?
Is there some kind of cultural significance of, oh, you've bathed the baby?
Now, the photo was taken for a UNICEF and FC Barcelona charity calendar. Maybe that had it make sense. But I was just like, what is it? Why is he with a bathing baby? I don't know what's going on here. Why is he bathing a baby? But
if the baby's not yours, you shouldn't bathe the baby. I'm just going to go ahead and throw that one out.
And I'm like, is it just a 2007 thing?
We know too much now.
We didn't have that sensibility then?
We don't let randos bathe our naked baby.
Who pitched that idea back? Here's what we do. We want to take all of our young guys and let's have them give 6-month-old babies a bath. And let's photograph it.
It's weird, dude.
So in like 19 years, it can come back and go viral.
If we're missing something, will someone please explain to us why this happened?
I know, I'm sure I'm leaving out a lot of gaps here with my soccer commentary, but yeah, please help me understand.
On the surface, it's weird.
Yes. Somebody actually who's a math nerd, and it definitely wasn't somebody on this show, but they said, what are the odds of that? That you would have a random 20-year-old Lionel Messi, and the person who wins the promotion is this 6-month-old baby who then 19 years later is going to face off against Lionel Messi in the World Cup final. So think about even the odds of making it to a World Cup, the fact that you won the promotion, the fact that all this time later, and this person, I can't question their math because I couldn't do it myself, but they say this is a 1 in 625 trillion chance of this happening.
This baby, well, this former baby, needs to have just like T-shirts, banners, signage, everything. The picture of him and Messi when he was a little baby. Yeah. Like, I'm coming for you, old man. The new blood is here. And just maybe go after the fact that, he's got so much years on him.
Yes. They say that the odds of this happening, you are more than 2 million times more likely to win the Powerball jackpot than for this to happen.
Wow.
And they said it's roughly equivalent to picking one specific second out of 20 million years.
Damn.
Those are the odds of this happening. So that, I think, is what's the amazing thing. But to me, the big headline is, why is Lionel Messi bathing a baby? So,
And are we still doing this?
I hope they ended that promotion in 2007.
With everything we know now about weird adults around children.
Maybe it's a Spanish thing. It's not as weird there. I don't know. But yeah, for us in America, I was like, 2026, it seemed odd to me.
Let's not let randos bathe our baby.
And you thought it was dead. Apparently not. The Project Tango that was defeated pretty handsomely the other day, which had to do with the data center they voted to put in the Western community.
5-1, right? To not do it.
Yeah, there's only one positive vote for it. And yeah, people are already trying to call out that person.
Well, if you voted against your community where you've been elected to serve, you may not be serving.
Yeah.
In the future.
Well, there obviously is a big public outcry for it. There is some people saying, hey, these things are needed. We got to figure out some solutions. We can't kill everything because we're going to need the data. We're going to need the power, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, just communities, they don't want it in their place because they just don't know the environmental and the noise and everything else that's going to go along with it. So there's a lot of apprehension. So they've got a lot of nerves they need to cool before any community is going to be like, yeah, please bring it in here. Even though they're talking about the tax base and revenue that you get from it and jobs and whatnot. People
that's a distraction.
Yeah. Well, they just clearly right now it's not set. It's not balanced because the communities are not buying in. But even though they shot down the Project Tango, I guess there's a thing where the AI data center is not necessarily dead because the application was denied without prejudice. The developer can revise the proposal and submit it again while existing approvals for the property remain in place. Now, what the commission rejected in that 5-1 vote after the 12-hour public hearing. 12 hours
12 hours
of yelling and screaming and ejecting people.
Oh, gosh. We got to do it again?
Well, what it is...
If they filed it with prejudice.
Yeah, so what it is it's kind of like back to a drawing board kind of thing. Now, the vote does not erase previous development rights on the 200-acre site. They say the developer can still build projects that were already approved, including 2 100,000-square-foot data centers and other previously entitled warehouse and industrial uses. So the rejected proposal was for the much larger AI campus. So there's still something that's going to be going in there. It's already been approved. It's just not the big dog that they were trying to get past.
How many square feet are we talking about? Compare the big dog to the dog that's going in.
Well, I know the one that's approved is 2 100,000-square-foot data centers.
Two 100,000 square foot data centers. And the one that got rejected was how big?
I don't have all that information, Virginia. I'm sorry.
I mean, can we talk to some of these farmers in the areas where the data centers already exist? How big are those data centers that all those people hate in those communities that it kind of snuck up on them before they even realized what a data center was? They had one. And people that live like a mile away are making videos saying the humming coming off of these data centers is constant. It's constantly like this, a mile away. Like, what? You bought a house and you have a farm, you have kids in a school.
Right.
It's a mile away from this data center, and all day this is what they hear.
And somebody had sent us an email, too, talking about some of the power lines that were really close to that Arden community. I'm like, so they already got to deal with that. So I haven't really even noticed those yet, but there's a couple issues. Now, that original data center, to answer your question, it was going to be a 3.69 million square foot hyperscale AI data center on the 202 acres there in Loxahatchee. It was 1.79 million square feet of data information processing and 1.9 million square feet of warehouse space. So just for the data alone, 1.79 million square feet. What's approved is 2 100,000 square feet.
Considerably smaller.
Yes, considerably smaller.
But still, can we talk to somebody that has one that size, 100,000 square feet, and see what that sound is like?
I think a lot of what is going on is you saw this with New York State. They're like, let's pause this for a year. Let's just see what's going on. They almost want somebody else to be the guinea pig. Let's see how bad it is for their community.
I agree.
And if it seems fine, then yeah, we would like the power, we would like the data, and we would like the jobs and the taxable revenue that's going to be coming off of it, but not at the cost of our residents dying of cancer or growing tails or the cows falling over dead or whatever it might be.
Growing a second head.
Yes.
No women in the community get pregnant for like a year.
Yeah.
You don't know what the ramifications are. And if you judge it by what's going on in some of these data center communities, it's pretty scary.
I just don't think anybody wants to be first.
No.
Yeah.
Well, there are firsts. They're already out there, and they're making videos, and they're on Instagram and TikTok. Go look at them. Now, granted, I hope they're not AI, but there's a lot of to be farmers and people in communities and rural areas where they built these things. These people are like, we got hoodwinked into this. We had no idea.
Yeah. Yeah, they have tried to move it into more rural communities from where they started in urban areas.
But they were saying even if you live a mile away, you can still hear it constantly. Like the washing machine is constantly going in your living room.
Okay. That's probably what's scaring people from them then. The developer, PBA Holdings, has not ruled out returning with a scaled back or redesigned proposal. So you fought back the initial charge, I guess, is what the headline is for Project Tango, but there could be another assault. So just, I guess, be ready that they may come back, with another presentation to say, hey, I know you turned down the first one 5-1 in your vote, but what about this one?
And be careful that they don't try to sneak it through while nobody's watching. Like, say, if we declare war or something and there's like a distraction and then shoot, that little tango project goes right through while nobody's looking.
I have a feeling there's enough eyeballs on this that it's not going to slide through.
Heads up, Loxahatchee.
Dang it. I don't think it worked. All these bans that they did in these countries, it's coming back. Didn't really do a whole lot to bring down the issues that they have with teens on social media. Australia was the first country really to enforce the minimum age of 16. starting in November of 2024. And the data has showed that basically 71% of their youth had encountered harmful content. They're like, well, we got to do something about it. We got to get them off this stuff. But the early enforcement was limited, and teens quickly found workarounds. So in Australia, they found alternatives to it.
Oh, imagine that. Teens found workarounds to what boomers are trying to put in place.
They said they just went to harder to monitor spaces. So they're still getting this stuff, and said in some instances what happened was they're finding more harmful content now on other platforms. They were better off to just stay on these heavily monitored mainstream social media platforms where you knew there was some garbage on there, but at least you knew what the garbage was. Now the kids are getting more intense garbage, and you don't know what it is at all.
Right, because they've created some site that you don't even know the URL for.
Right.
You're like, I'd love to go monitor it, but I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, so I don't know if bans are really going to be the thing to do. I don't know if this will help, but Meta really seems to be stepping up because they're tired of losing lawsuits and class action things that come at them. So they're setting up more digital boundaries across their platforms on Meta, Instagram, Facebook Messenger, and Meta Horizon. They said now that parents can opt into alerts if a teen discusses self-harm. It's the Meta AI, and you can set all kinds of limits. You can view their contact list, and you can manage who can message or follow your teen. So you can get more into it. But again, this requires, parents to level up and understand how to work these platforms. That's kind of on you to be able to do that. I know a lot of parents may not want to invest that time or the frustration and like, wait, what do I do? I can't figure this out. I'm sure there's probably a YouTube video for it.
Oh, definitely.
It would walk you through it, parents. If you just don't know where to begin, maybe check there. They say that what they're doing is teens will be restricted by default to 13 plus content guidelines. And also parents can enable the limited content setting. So look for that, a limited content setting that will further restrict AI and Instagram content. You can set time management on the platform as well for how long they can use it. You can also set it to private automatically, so nobody can send them direct messages or follow them or do anything that's creepy or weird like that.
Okay.
You just look in the Meta Family Center. That's where you begin, Meta Family Center. And they've got a supervision setup where you can link accounts and get full transparency on all this stuff.
This sounds like the phone we just got my mom, where it's like, it's very limited. It was a $300 phone.
Right.
But it's one of those phones that you give like a preteen.
Mm-hmm.
Very limited access to stuff that could harm you.
Right. Now, I don't know how effective this is going to be because the bans seem like they're not at all effective. In fact, they may be making the situation worse.
Ugh.
So his Meta stepped up with something that's actually going to start controlling it. But that's where they'd recommend going, Meta Family Center. So get in there and control what your kids are looking at.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away. Because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my favorite closet people, closetsbydesign.com. Is Brittany pregnant? Oh, she put a picture on Instagram, and a lot of people are speculating, including me. Now, it's a picture of a baby onesie and some little baby pants, and I don't know. A lot of people are speculating that this could be she's making an announcement that she's going to be a grandmother.
Okay.
She says, if you're lucky, I have someone unbelievably beautiful I want to introduce you to, hopefully this year. Could one of her sons have knocked somebody up?
I guess that's possible. They are of age that either one of them could.
Yes, and if they got their daddy in them, they're fertile.
Right. They just look at women and they get pregnant.
Oh, you pregnant.
Yeah, she got a 20-year-old and she got a 19-year-old.
There you go. So stay tuned. I guess maybe later this year we will see her as a grandmother. That's probable. The her being a mother, I don't think that's going to happen again, but hey, it's Brittany, y'all.
You never know. She's very unpredictable.
Never know.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. Did you see the video from the American Century Championship yesterday? It's like this golf tournament where I guess NFL players are in it. And so Jerry Rice, who is 63 years old, but still got that dog in him.
Yeah.
At 6'2", I don't know if he's the guy. I would be taunting while he's out there trying to tee off, but some clown in the crowd thought it was a funny time to heckle Jerry Rice, and he effed around and found out because the former NFL wide receiver, who still stands 6'2", by the way,
Right.
and used to do the 40-yard dash in under 5 seconds, was on this heckler quick and ran, ducked under the ropes, club in hand, looking for him. Who's heckling me?
Well, the thing that was crazy, if you're watching KVJ TV, I think Denny's has that video, is how far away he ran to get this guy. It wasn't like he just chased him for 20, 30 feet into the crowd. Like, they're going 50 to 100 or so yards away. Like, it's like he's running a full route.
But he used to do the 40-yard dash in under 5 seconds. That's nothing for Jerry Rice.
Sure, yeah. I mean, he's still good.
Don't heckle that guy.
Right.
If you're out there drinking and you're looking to heckle to impress your bros, maybe don't go after the champion NFL wide receiver who could beat your ass.
It was pretty impressive. He still got it.
And then when he came back to the tee box, I guess all the spectators were applauding Jerry Rice.
Yeah, they loved it. I mean, it gave him something to
great.
watch. You're like, oh, this is better than the golf itself.
Spicy.
Let's do more of this. Less golfing.
And finally here, did you see the video inside the Today Show studio yesterday? A squirrely rando got past security and was somehow on the set screaming racial slurs at Craig Melvin. Now, I guess he was looking for Al Roker, who he wanted to scream racial slurs at, but was unable to find Al. So he went for the second best, Craig Melvin, and was yelling things at him like, what the hell is going on with the security there?
It was nuts. I mean, it's just an exhibit that racism is just a mental illness and ignorance. And this guy embodied both of those, it looked like. So, yeah, it was crazy.
Where's your bouncers? Where's your security staff?
Yeah, I was kind of surprised that he seemed to get that deep into the studio. It's like,
Whoa.
Yeah.
Thank God he didn't have a gun.
Right.
Oh, my gosh. That could have been 10 times worse, y'all.
I'm sure they're having a discussion about their security measures today.
I'm sure new protocols will be put into place.
Yeah, good chance.
And that's what's going on in your dirt.
All right, it is time once again for the No Name Movie Game. Virginia desperately like to get her hands back on that championship belt after losing it to me last week.
Yes.
She's got enough wins over there, Virginia. Why don't you just be content with your 13 and just pipe down for the rest of the year?
No. That was embarrassing because you hardly ever play, and you came in and just cleaned me up.
I play every week, Virginia.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
And Denny's, you hardly ever
never
play.
I was going to say, I got to play every week. I just suck.
Where am I?
Yeah.
I used to play this game a lot. I'm a little rusty. It's been a while.
Good. I like rusty competitors.
All right, good. Well,
Okay. All right, we'll see if that means good things for Denny's here. We'll get to him in just a minute. Thank you to Stat Girl Whitney for letting us know what's going down. But we're going to start off with Virginia, and her partner is Cameron here from Port St. Lucie. What's up, Cameron?
What's going on?
All right, you ready to do this?
Let's make it 14.
All right, Cameron. That's the attitude we need around here. Balls to the wall. Let's go.
Okay. Virginia's going to be giving you the clues to the movie. She cannot use any of the characters' names, any of the actors' names, or any of the words from the title of the movie. We got 60 seconds on the clock, and your time begins now.
It's the darkest color, and it's what you throw in baseball.
Black ball, black bat, black bat.
Pass. Okay, this is someone who goes overseas and they are doing espionage for your country with another country. What are they called?
Secret agent.
Easier. It's a
Spy?
three-letter word. Yes.
Spy?
If I look at you and then I look back at you, I'm confused. I have to get a what? I look at you.
Second look.
No. Another word for second
Glance.
look.
Glance. The second glance.
Pass. Pass on that one. Pass on that one. This is guy does your taxes at the end of the year.
CPA. Accountant.
Yes.
The accountant.
Okay, this is what you drive on. Not an interstate, but It costs no
Highway.
money, so it's what?
It's a free road, free trip, free highway,
The road is
interstate.
Okay.
Got 2-spot.
freeway.
Thought you guys had a great round.
Freeway, double take, and pitch black. were the
Double
other two.
take and pitch black.
Okay. That was
There
a
you go.
solid round, Cameron. Very nice. All right, you got that 2 spot. We'll see if that holds for the win here today.
That was a cat turd right there.
Well, let's see if it wins, Virginia. I don't ever want to comment on any of these little
Yeah, I was
scores.
going to say, sometimes.
Yeah,
We're known for putting up cat turds.
you could do that. Don is on here from Palm Beach Shores. What up, Don?
Good morning, KVJ.
How you doing, my friend?
I'm fine. How are you doing today?
Doing good. All right, let's get on the same page here. Could you use a win? We got to beat 2 in 60 seconds, okay?
10-4.
Okay. All right, Donnie boy, here we go. 60 seconds on the clock in the no-name movie game, and our time begins now. It's a pill you take, and your mind expands. It is now, there's no barriers on it. It is considered to be what? Pass. Okay, you see this on a computer screen. It's all the little dots that make up the overall image. What do you call those little dots? Yes. Okay, it flies. It's pretty. It goes from a worm to this, and it's something that happens.
Butterfly.
No, they're
Butterfly,
beautiful little
worm.
things. Yes, but what is the movie that has that in it?
Caterpillar.
The butterfly. What is the movie that has a butterfly name in it? Pass. Okay, this is something you put on. You can never get it off of you. Strippers love to put it on their body, and it shimmies.
Tattoo.
It shimmies. It's like you can see it in the light. It catches the light and shimmies. It's called what? It's all over the place. Pass. Okay. All right. You
Glitter.
put this. Yes, you put this on your face so that you can't see something. Around Halloween, you put it on your face. It's called what? The guy's face was green and he acted goofy in that movie. What did he put on his face to
Camouflage.
cover it up? What do you
Ink.
put on to cover it up? What do you cover up your face?
Band-Aid. Bandage.
Pass. Mask.
The mask.
The mask.
Oh boy, it's right. Done. Oh, we fumbled the bag.
The butterfly one was the butterfly effect.
We got 2 fumbles in a row. I fumbled.
Oy.
You also had a cat turd. Denny's, you're the only hope.
All right, we'll see though.
The great white hope.
Oy.
This could easily be a litter box there.
Oh man. Okay, so we got 2 2s, and Denny's could be coming up for the dub here.
Okay, Denny's, if you don't win this,
All right, we gotta get more
Yeah,
than 2.
Wow.
you come in, you're refreshed. You don't have the stress of playing this every week. This is your game to win.
It is true. It's fun to come in and play this game when you only do it every now and then.
Yes.
Every week it does get stressful, just like Do It, Bitch.
Yes.
How bad do we look, though? We play every single week. Denny's just strolls right in, grabs a dub, walks away.
We'll see.
No problem.
We look terrible, Kevin. This is an awful way to kick off the weekend.
Yeah, I don't even know if I want to do overtime.
Yeah, I know, right?
You got to win, Denny's.
If you get 2, we're going to beat you up.
All right. I don't want the wrath.
Okay. All
You
right.
better get 3 or 1. That's the only thing.
That's it. All right. Jen is on here from Palm City. What up, Jen?
Good morning. Happy Friday.
Okay. All right. You got an easy bar to clear here. 2 is the top score so far. You get 3 and you win. You ready?
Yes. No overtime. We're doing this, Denny's.
All right. I like it. I like the confidence.
60 seconds on the clock, and your time begins now.
It's the end of the world, and it is currently happening.
Armageddon.
It's a war movie.
The end of time.
Pass that one.
Civil War.
If you're mentally out to lunch, it's also another name for Los Angeles. It was a musical.
She said it.
Beautiful. The opposite of Papa Pia.
Mamma Mia.
Yep, you got it. He's a rich superhero. He flies around. He's made of metal.
Batman.
Made of metal. He wears red and yellow.
Oh, Iron Man.
Yep.
You
beautiful,
got it.
Perfect.
That's it. It's over.
We're in a simulation.
We could just stop this misery now.
Kevin wants to move on. I can tell.
It's good.
No, I'm okay. Honestly, I wanted to see how many you could get, but I think we've already kind of blown it. So, yeah. So, we'll go ahead and just shut it
We got
down
the
since
win.
you
We
stopped.
got the
Yeah,
win.
you got the win. Look at that.
We got it.
Denny's comes strolling right in like it's nothing and just picks up a dub. and you know, the crazy thing about this is he is actually only 1 win away from tying Jbird for the year. Wow. And he's played 1 time. Wow.
Good job, Jen.
Congratulations, Jen. Nice work.
Yay, Jen.
Thank you.
How about that? Okay,
Thank
wow.
you.
I don't even know what just happened there.
I don't either, but I'm trying to forget that it happened.
I'll take the win.
Let's move on. What other bad game am I going to play next and perform under excellence?
Well, there's a couple movies that are open up this weekend. The Hawk opened yesterday, I guess if you call it that, on Netflix. I'm just kind of curious. That is the Will Ferrell, Luke Wilson show that they filmed part of it. I think they only filmed for one day, but it was at TGL they did that. It's this golfer that's coming back, and so they did kind of a little marquee appearance for the show and that.
Well, we have KVJ Nationers who were extras on the set of that. So that's kind of cool. We can watch it and look and see if we freeze it, if we can see any of our friends.
Yeah, if you could have seen them. So I'm just curious if anybody did check out The Hawk. How is it? Because Will Ferrell can do amazing, or he can be like, okay. So he's hit or miss for me.
He is, especially in his advanced age.
Right.
He used to be hit.
It seems like it's a lot more the same, so we'll see, how it goes. Now, one of the texts I got said, The Hawk had me and my husband belly laughing. It is dumb comedy, kind of like a Happy Gilmore feel, but I respect it, and we live in South Florida, so making fun of golf is on brand.
Okay.
So sounds very optimistic. So it might be something to check out this weekend. I probably will, just see what it looks like. But I can tell you the movie that's getting amazing reviews is The Odyssey. It is scoring 96% on Rotten Tomatoes from 198 reviews so far. And for Christopher Nolan, it is surpassing on Rotten Tomatoes what both Oppenheimer and The Dark Knight did, that were at this time with that many reviews at 93 and 94% respectively. So maybe The Odyssey is that amazing.
Damn.
It is all about Homer's Greek Odyssey. Matt Damon is Odysseus in this. Tom Holland's in it. Anne Hathaway, Charlize Theron, Zendaya, Lupita Nyong'o, Robert Pattinson, John Leguizamo, Elliot Page.
I mean, what a lineup of stars.
Yeah. It's pretty amazing. It's almost 3 hours, though. I think it's like 2 hours and 50 plus minutes.
Oh, damn.
So get ready for that. I just, for that reason alone, don't know that I would go see it in the theaters.
I mean, my butt's going to go numb.
Right. And honestly, too, it's like, how do you not pee in 3 hours?
Good luck.
I mean, unless you just go in there absolutely dehydrated.
Well, what you do is you get a big popcorn bucket and you eat all the popcorn and then you squat and pee in it.
Okay, that's interesting advice.
I highly recommend it.
There might be people doing it at an almost 3 hour movie. So if by the end of the film, the theater smells like urine, you'll know why. Check everybody's popcorn buckets and be carrying them out carefully.
Don't spill it.
There's this site that you can go to that is called Pickle. And I've seen consignment shops and get all that kind of stuff. A lot of people love the name brand stuff, but not the name brand prices. People even do thrift stores around here because you never know when some rich person just got bored of having rich stuff and they just dumped it off and you get it at a crazy cheap price.
You're right. That does happen.
But this sounds almost like consignment, but online, Virginia. And it's some of what we're seeing, too, with Facebook Marketplace, where people are just taking their own stuff and getting rid of it. So if you've got some brand items, could be clothes, shoes, handbags, stuff like that, you can go to this site called Pickle. And it's some kind of exchange place where you can get money for your products that you have that people can rent.
It's crazy. If you've got the goods, you can rent them out.
Okay.
And how many of us girlies have fancy purses and we have 12 of them sitting in the closet? You can't wear all your purses every day. So there's going to be purses that you're not wearing. You can rent your purses out. So there's also another subscription site that I've done before called Bag, Borrow, or Steal, where you rent purses for 30 days from this company. They ship them to you. You ship them back. But it's kind of expensive.
How much is the shipping, though? I'm wondering. So break down the cost.
It's included in the price. But a really good bag rents for $150 for the month.
For the month.
Or $200 for the month. It can get pricey depending on, the quality of a bag.
Any idea how much that bag that you were saying would go for $200 a month would cost if you bought the whole bag?
$1,500, $2,000, $2,500.
So all they have to do is if they get 10 to 15 people to rent that bag for 1 month, it's paid for itself.
Right. And that's the business model of Bag, Borrow, or Steal. And they have the inventory and they control the incoming and outgoing inventory. they send it to you in a postage paid return, huge thing. You put it back in at the end of the month, you send it back to them. And if it's damaged, you got to pay for the damage.
Okay.
This is different. So my girlfriend was telling me about this site called Pickle. And basically, girlies, if you've got bags in your closet right now that you're not wearing, and you want to rent them out, you can do what's called local handoff, where you bring it to the person, they rent it, and then they pay you to rent it, and then they ship it back to you, or you go pick it back up, and you make money.
I like the shipping option, I think, better. I don't know about these random pickups.
I like the shipping part too, but then you're talking about days and days. Like if you want to do it quick, I'm looking right now, there are pickups in Miami for bags. Like you can rent these bags for like $50 for the weekend. And then bring them back to the girl that owns it. And then that's way cheaper than bag, borrow, or steal.
Okay. Is it just pickle.com or is there a different URL for it?
I went to pickle.com, but then it changes the URL to shoponpickle.com.
Okay.
And you can browse the site. You can look at all the stuff. It's pretty impressive.
Okay. So if you're looking, maybe you have an event coming up and you want nice purse that you don't want to go pay the full price for, you can just rent it.
Or if you've got stuff sitting in your closet, you want to rent it out and get some money for it.
Yeah, that could be a big business.
Purses, shoes, clothes, and jewelry.
Right.
It's all on here, but the name brand stuff, I think, is the stuff that's going to do the best.
Would you, let's say, for instance, I had an expensive purse, $2,500. Would I make more money just taking it right to a consignment store and doing a one-time sale? Or if I started renting it out, it sounds like maybe I could make a lot more money if I did it that way than just doing a one-time sale at a consignment store for it.
I think you could probably do a lot better renting it out. And then you control the market price.
Now, the question is, what if they don't return it? Who's the person that has to go and hound them to get it back? Or do you have to call the police? Or what happens with that?
That's why I like the drop-off feature, because then I control where it gets dropped off. I confirm on this hooker's driver's license that this is her home. And then I give her my purse and I say, okay, when do you want me to pick this purse up? She says, okay, next Tuesday. I'm like, all right, hooker, I'll see you here next Tuesday.
What if it's not a hooker?
You know what I mean.
But I'm saying, what if it's a dude? It's done it.
The person who has put their credit card down on the website has to match the person's driver's license that I'm giving it to.
Yeah, I was just curious what the security is, because I could see a woman driving into a very sketchy situation, somebody going and luring somebody with one of these handbag deals, and then it's not what you think it is.
Don't go alone to anything like this, ladies.
Yeah.
Even if it's like Facebook Marketplace or anything, always bring protection with you. Bring somebody as a bodyguard. But, I mean, I think this could be a great way to get a little side hustle.
And then how would you get reparations if your purse or your item is then damaged while the person is renting it? How do you do that? I assume you have to take photos before and after. But
you do.
I'm just curious how you would collect, either if one, they stole it, or two, they damaged it and refused to pay.
So I think they have to put a credit card down with the site. And then if there's any damage or if they take it and hit the road, it gets charged to their credit card.
Okay. All right. Well, there's a lot of those kind of things out there. I guess the question is, do you trust it? Is it worth the hassle that you would go through?
That's the thing. Do you trust it? You have to really trust who you're doing business with and trust that Pickle has put in enough protections.
You hope.
But look, we're all out here just trying to make a little extra scratch on the side. And this might be a way you can.
What do you think? Is this normal or no? Do you ever judge somebody based on their phone condition? Maybe you look at the case that is on the phone. Maybe you look at what they have for their wallpaper, anything like that.
People judge me. I've had quite a few people judge me on my phone because I have the cheap phone. It's an iPhone, but it's like the 16E or whatever. It's like the low budget iPhone, because I had a good iPhone and then I lost it in a porta potty in New Orleans during Mardi Gras.
Okay.
And so I punished myself and told myself I had to get the crappiest iPhone, but it's been a nightmare. It's got no memory.
Yeah.
I was just screaming about it yesterday, so I'm getting a new one for my birthday.
Yeah, I guess I probably do. I make judgments. I don't know that I judge you or look down upon you, but I think you can tell a lot about somebody based on their phone.
Yes.
If you look at somebody and they got a flip phone, you can tell this is somebody that loves simplicity. They are trying to get away from all the complications that a smartphone brings. So that tells you a lot about the person. So I'm making a judgment call based on that. What model of phone you have? If you're a person that has a much older model and a phone that might be 7 years old, you're pretty much a low maintenance person, I would imagine. You don't have to have the latest thing. You're not overextending yourself on a phone. You can also tell a lot by somebody's wallpaper. I mean, that's because that is something that's near and dear to their heart. Like for me, I got 3 things I ever have on my wallpaper. It's my family, and it's the High State Buckeyes, or it's Jesus, and not in that order. Those are the 3 things that you will ever see on my wallpaper. So it says a lot about who you are, because typically the most important image in your life is going to be your wallpaper.
You can only have 2. You have to pick 2. Which one are you picking out of those 3?
Buckeyes are gone.
Buckeyes are gone.
Yeah,
Okay,
Buckeyes are
that's
gone.
Good. That's good.
Yeah,
That's the right choice.
They're easily in third
Just
place.
had to test you.
Yeah.
It's a twisted version of F, Marry, Kill.
Trust me, there are times when it flips. You come to me at the end of a family vacation, Buckeyes have slid into number 2.
At least one kid is always on the S-bomb list.
Right. That's always a sliding scale as well. They say 14% of Americans quietly judge others based on their phone wallpaper.
The only thing I'll judge you on is if you've got a phone and it's got like a whole cracked screen and you can barely see to do things on it. Because then I'm like, all right, she's a party girl. Like
Party girl, or like for me, if my screen is cracked, I just haven't gotten to it yet. Like that would drive me crazy.
Me too.
And some people can live with that kind of stuff. My wife can power through levels of dysfunction that send me insane. I'm like, I could not deal with that. I don't know how you're dealing with this. Her phone will be cracked, or she has the thing where it has the line running through it.
I've seen that on your wife's phone. It's like glitching out.
Never changes it. And she watches TV on it all the time with this line across the middle of the screen. I'm like, I could not even do it. Like how your brain can function and power past that, I have no idea.
Why? I don't understand how you have on Gucci shoes and a line in your phone.
Yeah, I know.
Dude.
Wild. It is odd. I mean, the phone does tell you a lot about a person, or it actually just brings up more questions about that person.
So many questions.
Yeah.
You are a mystery, an enigma. Yeah. I must know more.
Mm-hmm. Normal or nope to refresh an app repeatedly even though nothing is changing? Yeah, I think I will do that. I'm one of those information junkies, and so a lot of times I'm refreshing just to see if something's new. Sometimes if you do post something, I think you do that all the time. I think anybody's done that, where you post something up.
You're praying it catches fire, and it never does.
And you want to see how it does, and then you keep like, well, something's going on, man. I must have gotten buried by the algorithm because I'm not getting any views on this.
I got 20 views. It's been up for a day and a half. What the hell?
Man, the algorithm got me.
No, maybe our content just sucks.
Yeah. Watching a video just to read the comments. I will tell you that a lot of times, I see a post and I'm like, and you even see that comment. I'm just here for the comments.
Right. And that's so funny. People now make videos of the comments.
Yeah.
And it's pretty funny.
Mm-hmm. No, you're right. It's actually become a thing. In fact, it's arguably more entertaining than actually the post or the video or the photo itself.
I agree.
Is it normal or note to walk faster when someone is behind you?
Normal. Oh my gosh. If somebody gets behind me and they're too close, I'm either going to speed up and try to lose them, or I'm going to stop and watch what they do. I do not like somebody right behind me.
This is something that happens to you all the time, because it does happen to me, but I would say it's rare that I sense someone's behind me. I'm like, and I don't know if I change how fast I walk, but I am definitely trying to use all my senses to pick up what they're doing.
It depends where I am, too, and what time of day it is. If it's at night, I just assume it's a murderer, and let's go. It's time to square up. Where's my blade?
Okay.
I will go for the knife quick. I got in my purse.
Ready to go down.
It'll take me 2 seconds to stab you.
Well, I asked the question, is this normal or nope? And 80% of people say it's normal. that they will
Okay.
start walking faster when somebody's behind them.
Yeah, that's just what you have to do. Trust no one. Assume they're all out to kill you and work back from there.
Is it normal or no to pretend to not hear someone calling your name?
Oh, I've done that. I think if you are in a hurry or if you are afraid of this person because of whatever's going to happen after you start engaging with them, you can totally play deaf.
I rarely will do it, but it has happened where I am in such a hurry. I'm like, I don't have time for this. Like they're wanting to stop me right now, and I'm already going to be late or not make it, and I got to get to this
I have a
thing.
family member who's already angry with me
Yeah.
that I have to answer to, and if I don't keep it moving,
Yeah.
I'm going to hear it from a family member. Sorry, not sorry. I don't know you.
Well, the thing that's rough for me is I can judge someone's energy, and I am in panic. And they are in casual, just chill mode. I'm like, our energies don't match up.
Hey, let's talk about the weather.
Right, I can't do this right now. I cannot do this. And it's apparently pretty normal because 64% of people
Of
say.
course. We've all been in that scenario when you're in the grocery store and you kind of spot somebody you know and you're like, this is going to add 15 minutes to my day.
And they say your name, but you have kind of an out where you could keep going out the door, or you could turn around and have that conversation. That's, I think, where you're going, just keep going, man. Just be like, oh, you know what? I never heard you. Oh, man, that's too bad. I would have loved to have talked for
Add
45
earbuds
minutes.
in.
Yeah. They're the new clear ones.
Yeah, you can't see them. But
Can't even
they're
see
there.
'em.
They're
It's
there.
crazy. I hope this is not normal, but I've been seeing it happen a little bit. It's been on Nextdoor. People just walking into other people's yards and snagging their dogs and walking off with them.
I saw this too. And not just dogs, but like bikes and like things like plants.
Well, and the crazy thing about it, because there's actually video, if you're watching us on YouTube right now on KVJ TV, you can see the one I'm talking about that I saw on Nextdoor was Sharon on Silver Beach Road. She said, these people came into my yard and just stole my dog. I don't know who they are. It's a little girl and her mom.
Oh my gosh.
The mom told her to go up and take the first dog and then try and get the other dog.
Oh my gosh.
But my girl dog is older and didn't want her to touch her, but the mom got out and she tried. I was like, and I've seen this before. I'm like, is that just it? That's how people get dogs? They are driving down the street and they see maybe a dog in a yard. They're like, oh, I'd love to have that dog. And then they just go and take it.
It is a crazy time out here. You got to bolt everything down, including your dog.
Yeah, well, it is just wild. Like I said, what was wild to me is how they were just like it was normal. Like there's no problem with me going into someone's yard and taking their dog. I was like, that's an insane concept.
There's videos of this because everybody's got a Ring doorbell now, and people they come right to your porch. No care. They don't even care that the Ring doorbell is recording them to take your stuff, including your dog.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those things, just kind of a heads up that if you've got dogs, just keep in mind that there is a section of people out there that are cavalier. They don't care if it's in your yard, where it might be. And sometimes it's not like a front yard, it's a backyard. They have no problem. They'll go back in and take it. So
You're
it's
right.
just kind of an awareness thing. I'm just seeing more and more of it. So, and hopefully these people do get caught. Because to me, there's look, if you love your pet like you love your kids, it's on the same level for many people. If somebody came in and stole their pet, it'd be like stealing their child.
Amen.
So it's wild. And also, too, a good note for getting cameras all over.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, they're going to be able to tell who these people were. If you came by car, there's enough cameras now in every neighborhood, including Silver Beach Road,
Right.
where you'll be able to see a car, a description, maybe a license plate.
Mm-hmm. And the other thing that's wild about it is how many parents are now encouraging their kids to be an accomplice in their crimes. You're just like, you get young kids that are in grade school. What do you think they're going to be when they grow up?
Horrible.
Yeah, it's really some tough stuff. So it's out there, and I wish best. I hope they do catch these people. But yeah, it's just unfortunately happening more and more frequently these days.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my favorite closet people, closetsbydesign.com. Well, after 7 seasons on Saturday Night Live, Chloe Finman is leaving. And if you believe the experts that are commenting about it on Reddit, I'm sure they know everything. They're saying the reason she's leaving is because she had become overshadowed by much younger female cast members that have just come and joined the cast, and that she's been getting other gigs, and so she'll be happier focusing on doing those non-SNL gigs rather than fading into obscurity and being overshadowed by younger female cast members. Interesting.
Yeah, typically, Saturday Night Live does seem to have a shelf life where, you probably should get out by a certain amount of time.
Unless you're Keenan.
Yeah, he's the only one that I've seen that's made an entire lifetime career out of that show.
And still kills it.
Yeah, and that's
Still
an interesting
does
choice.
Really funny stuff. So, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
But she is out after 7 seasons. Madison Square Garden is now going to be suing Wired magazine. We heard the story that Madison Square Garden was tracking celebrities, sexual orientations, and a bunch of other stuff. And the way that Wired wrote it in the July 9th article, Madison Square Garden is saying, look, they're falsely implying that we were trying to get that information to be exclusionary. And it's exactly the opposite. We're Madison Square Garden. We were trying to be inclusionary, and we wanted to know all these details about these celebrities that may be in our venue. So they're saying that it was exactly the opposite of what Wired magazine was trying to imply.
Yeah, they did seem to go big on the implication of that. So they may have to walk that back a bit.
Well, that'll be interesting now to see, because I bet both sides are going to want to depose employees that gathered this information. If there's a lawsuit, everybody's going to be deposed. And Madison Square Garden better make sure that nobody on their staff is going to say that that information was gathered to exclude. It better be all about inclusion.
Yeah, I mean, some of them I remember it was just even people that had beef with the owner of the Knicks.
Right.
They made a list just for things like that.
Yes.
Those are the kind of things that are tough to put down on any kind of document or into a computer or a place where you can get digital records.
But it sounds like they did.
And
they
that's
had
what's
all
tough
of
about
this.
it.
They had tracking on a lot of people that come in and out of Madison Square Garden based on a lot of different things. Are you squirrely backstage? Do you throw things?
Some of those I'm okay with. Look, if you're keeping a track record of who's gone and broken stuff and all that. I mean, I remember that one time I had to babysit Green Day there, and they trashed Madison Square Garden. Like, they should have been on that list.
Totally.
Because they destroyed that kitchen. I couldn't even believe it. I'm like, I'm fired.
Madison Square Garden is trying to protect their investment that is their venue. But if you also added LGBTQ information to somebody's celebrity profile,
Sure, those kind of things,
and then you discriminated against them based upon those facts, there's going to be employees that were involved in that. And if they get deposed...
Their spin is that maybe even the LGBTQ, we were trying to elevate them and we're trying to give them more gigs rather than less.
Which sounds like a wonderful spin that may or may not have been construed by a legal team.
It'll be interesting to see where it goes.
Yeah,
Could be one of
it
those
will.
things where it depends upon who's looking at it and what your perspective is on it.
100%.
Almost like art.
Yeah, exactly. And finally here, sad news, if you saw it on Instagram, Kris Jenner's mom, who was frequently on the show Keeping Up with the Kardashians, 91-year-old Mary Jo, MJ, passed away, and she wrote a beautiful tribute to her. So,
She has had a week. I think I saw on social media, too, that her longtime bodyguard, a 52-year-old, died in a car accident.
I saw that.
I was like, wow, she is having a week, unfortunately.
That beefy, strong-looking,
Yeah.
good-looking bodyguard who's been with her for a long time. Her and Kim and all the kids, they all used him.
Yeah.
What happened in that car wreck? Did you hear the details?
Didn't hear it. Just heard car wreck, dead at 52. That's all I saw on that. But I was like, boy, that, poor Kris. She's going through it this week.
It's terrible. And that's what's going on in your dirt.
Got to tell you, Marcelo Hernandez, Miami's very own. He's getting a lot of gigs. Just announced he's going to be coming in November, I think it is, to Hard Rock Live. One show in Spanish, one show in English. You see him on Saturday Night Live. He just hosted the ESPY Awards, and then he also just appeared on Hot Ones, where he admitted that his relationship with spicy food is, quote, broken.
Broken?
Yeah. It was just
His last name is Hernandez.
Yes. You would think. Yeah, he shared stories about growing up around women, Miami culture, and Dominican baseball. He starring in the upcoming movie 72 Hours with Kevin Hart that is going to be released next Friday. And his comedy special, American Boy, is now streaming on Netflix. But, yeah, you could tell he was suffering eating them hot wings.
So,
Listen, I'll tell you this, man.
Yeah. Let me know.
I'll tell you this. I love you, man.
I love you right back.
I think you're a good guy. You give people a platform, not without a prize.
No. No, there's a caveat. There's a catch.
But you give people a platform, you made this thing. I'm not getting emotional. It's
I understand.
It's back.
I couldn't believe how much he was struggling through that. He is hurting.
And he's probably grown up with spicy food.
That's what I would have thought, yeah. But he was having a hard time with it. Well, we're going to be getting on the Hot Ones hot seat here today. We got some very spicy chicken wings with some very hot sauce. In fact, thanks to our friends over at Wings Plus there on Congress, right across from the Palm Beach State campus.
Wings Plus.
They gave us a Spicy Brian's Screamin' Reaper sauce. You can see right there.
And thank you to Cesar, our delivery driver.
Yes. He had hooked it up. In fact, we went there and I had some wings. Their sauces are absolutely fantastic. And they had the best blue cheese that I've ever had.
Really?
Yes.
Ever?
Ever. It's huge chunks of blue cheese. It's fantastic what they're doing there. Yeah, a lot of really homemade sauces and things like that. They go up there with anybody when it comes to sauces.
They do a homemade blue cheese.
Yeah, you gotta go try that. That alone is reason to go check it out. Cool little bar in there. Get cocktails, get some beers, and have some wings.
I gotta tell my Buffalo husband this because he lives for a wing with blue cheese.
Yeah, in fact, Cesar was saying people come in there and buy it by the quart.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's that good. So go check out that Wings Plus.
Okay.
All right, we're going to see how hot the sauce is. Now, what we got to do here with KVJ on the hot seat, Bird is out ill today, but it's myself, Virginia, and Denny's, and we each have to go through 3 questions. And these have been submitted on the KVJ Show Facebook page. We got David in here, our program director, that is going to be asking the questions just in case it gets too hot and I can't speak to ask them myself.
Which has happened before when you've had to host stuff.
I've had to learn that. I'm like, it's hard to play host and have your mouth on fire and your face is melting and yeah.
Look at you. After 28 years, you finally figured out radio.
I'm no Sean Evans, yeah. So... all right, we'll go in order. Myself, Virginia, and then Denny's here. Got to get through these 3 questions. If you refuse to answer it, then you're knocking down one of these hot wings.
Oh, boy.
With the Spicy Brian Screamin' Reaper sauce on it.
Oh, boy.
Okie dokie. David, first one is for me. What does the audience want to know?
All right, this one comes from Sherry, and Sherry wants to know, why did you once make out with a shirtless guy in a club?
Oh, yeah. Boy.
Was I there?
No, I don't think you were there.
Okay.
That was shortly after I got to town. It was a buddy of mine, Nick, that I work with in Kansas City. And he now, oddly enough, lives in Fort Lauderdale.
With his boyfriend.
Yes.
Who he tried to recruit you to be. But then you realize, wait, I like chicks.
I think that was it. To me, I'm one of those people in life where I'll try anything once.
You can be talked into a lot.
I could be, and especially in that era. I was in let's just see who I am because I didn't know. I'm in my mid-20s.
Let's roll the dice.
Let's roll the dice. Let's see. And, Nick is one of my good gay friends, and he was there, and he came up, and he's like, all right, I guess we're going to make out. And so I was in there just trying to have fun and make Nick comfortable. And then after making out with Nick, I realized, okay, I think I'm pretty straight. But that is how I went down. But yeah, I've made out with a dude before.
That is so open and honest of you.
It was, but I can come away with that very strong in the fact that, yeah.
Don't say come away.
Okay. It did nothing for me. So. Okay.
You got the boots on the ground.
Yeah, you did the Lord's work.
I did. Beck. Well, Kev, how do you know? If somebody said, Kev, how do you know that you're not gay? And Nick is a very good-looking man, that if, you were gay, something would have happened.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I'm very confident that, it's just not my thing.
You know for sure.
I did. Put in the work. Tested it out.
I love it.
That's why. All right. It's more fun when we ask Virginia tough questions.
I disagree.
All right, V, this one is coming from Laura, and she says, did you chase your former producer, Mariana, away from the show?
Well, after she tried to get me fired from the show that bore my name, my name was on the show.
How did she try to get you fired?
So she went into Dave Denver's office, the guy that was our operations manager at the time. Great guy. Super good at numbers and ratings and really navigating radio. But I don't think he knew what was going on in the interpersonal communications department. So back up a little bit. Mariana hated me and I hated Mariana. And we're both working on this morning show together. And that ain't going to work, guys, because everybody's getting mic time. She was supposed to be building the prep and handing it out to everybody in the morning. She would give everybody a prep but me. That kind of passive-aggressive BS that I just have no patience for. I'm not passive aggressive. I'm aggressive, and I will just right to your face ask you what the F is up. So yeah, we had lots of blow ups, and we actually went to family therapy. We had Dr. Adams, a medical doctor of therapy, tell us, I can't help you. Because Mariana basically sat in the meeting and said she wasn't going to stop treating me this way. She couldn't come around. And I'm like, well, bitch, my name's on the show. I don't know what to tell you. If you can't get your act together, you're probably not going to last. But so it all came to a head. I forget what had happened, but it got really ugly. And she went to Dave Denver and she said, it's her or me. And I don't know what she told him in this closed door meeting, but when I walked into the meeting, it was an air of oh, Virginia might be getting fired. That was the air as I was walking into the meeting. I'm like, what the F is going on right now? This girl is insane. So I hadn't told Dave Denver all of the crap that she had been doing, passive aggressive, to just mess with me for months and months and months. But I did. I went in there and I told him everything. I'm like, this is what's been going on, sir. And then he was like, oh, okay, well, Mariana's gone. And then she was gone the next day.
Goodbye.
Bye.
All right.
So did a lot of the problems happen when it was the Kevin and Virginia show?
No,
it was Virginia, Jason, and Mariana.
At this point.
It was
And a
the
lot of
longest named show in the history of radio.
A lot of it
names
circled around Jason too, because she loved Jason and she did not want me and Jason to be friends or anything, and that was a big part of it too. So there was some interpersonal dynamics brewing behind the scenes that was very ugly as well.
Do we know what happened to Mariana?
I think she's a mom now.
Yeah, she's teaching. She's done some social media stuff. Yeah,
she's like a mom influencer. Yeah. Somebody told me. We good.
Momfluencer, yeah. She's not doing great yet.
I have no, of course, I'm always going to be angry because that's my nature because it happened and it was terrible. But I also don't give a crap. You don't matter. Moving forward.
It worked out for the best for everybody.
It did.
Yeah. Okay, we got a question for Denny's here now on the hot seat.
Yeah. Denny's, Heidi wants to know, what was the last thing that you and your wife fought about?
Last thing we fought about. So we don't have necessarily giant fights. A lot of times we try to sit down and...
Well, you're both a couple of little peaceful hippies.
Yes, yeah. So I don't know if it's going to be necessarily a fight. But, when you have a kid with somebody, there's just tons of things that are going to come up, probably one a week, where maybe you guys don't see eye to eye on something. Not necessarily disagree with each other. It's just maybe you didn't consider the angle or whatever it be. So, I'm trying to think of a specific thing. But, I think I'm set a little bit hotter when it comes to child safety than she is. She's a lot more let kids go play. I'll get dirt on their hands, which I'm cool with all that stuff. But there's some things that I think we got to protect kids from. And a lot of it, I'd say, is social media, is maybe videos that are just made by people on YouTube that kids watch.
You seem like you jump really fast when there's something on TV you think is inappropriate for your 3-year-old.
Probably even to an extreme. Like, Jen will be, I think what it is when you're carrying around a phone, there's nothing censored on that. If you're going through TikTok, you just, things are just flying. You're just, the people are scrolling through the stuff, and it's just.
So you yell it out like you'll walk in a room and be like, what are you doing letting him watch that?
Are we really letting Lachlan sit on your lap while you're going through TikTok like this? Like, stuff like that can easily turn a little bit into a disagreement.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Denny's at his angriest.
Or even it's tough because if you're trying to, you're trying to let your kid not be Amish. You want them to be involved in a lot of this stuff, right? But at the same time, I mean, the internet has no regulation. So even on YouTube, I'll come home sometimes and some of the stuff that's just on the TV is just like, what is this? Why are we? Can we just use a sanctioned program, like a Disney or Nickelodeon, things that had to be vetted in order for this show to even appear on it? Okay. So I mean, we get in disagreements of that nature. Also, I mean, travel can be tough when you have a kid and you both work. It's tough to travel together. Mm-hmm. Or even do anything together as a unit.
So it's more of a real quick kind of a snarky comment, and that's where your arguments end. Yeah. It's not a full-blown, we're going back and forth, people are slamming doors, somebody takes off driving angry for a while.
No, nothing of that nature. But a lot of it comes to raising a kid because neither of us have done it before. So a lot of times you get in these waters, it's the first time, and maybe you go, well, I say we don't watch this anymore. And then you get the voice of reason on the other end, like, well, we can't not do this anymore. We have to find a way we can make this work. Okay. Stuff like that will be the fights. I don't know if there's a specific instance or anything, but those type of conversations do come up at least once a week. Okay. And as travel's tough because obviously the family that you're visiting wants everybody there, but it's tough to do when you have a job and one of you has to take off. Okay. So we try to, it was kind of cool that we went on this Colorado trip together, that is cool. Kind of rare. And we did the Indiana trip together. But like, aside from those two trips, the rest of the trips this year are probably going to be separate. Okay. It's too tough to, and I think for her, a lot of times, our job's kind of demanding with our schedules. I think for her, it can be a little tough sometimes to understand why I can't take time off or why you can't do something.
She wants you there because she loves you.
Absolutely. And you just
so that's her beef against you. Your beef is letting the kid watch things that it shouldn't, but she gets upset with the demands of your job sometimes.
Yeah, and they're not watching unhinged things, but I think she's just looser on that. She's like, this is not going to affect him.
Well,
and
TikTok,
I'm just like, I don't know.
I'm on your side with toddlers watching TikTok.
Right.
You're scrolling and you have no idea what the next thing. It's just the next thing is a question mark, and then it comes up and they're like, F this and F that. Or like sometimes the murder documentaries can be just a little heavy. Some of the stuff they're throwing out there, I just go, does Lachlan need to hear this? I know she's listening to it on a speaker and doing, cooking and stuff, but at the same time, it's out there.
Okay.
I get a little sensitive about that type of stuff.
All right.
No hot wing for Denny's, but he's definitely heated. Have you ever heard him so upset? Raging hot.
That's him mad.
Okay, we're doing the Hot Ones hot seat here. Myself, Virginia, and Denny's got to go through 3 questions to get off the hot seat. We've gone through 1 round. David, our program director, is in here with the questions, picking them out that people have sent in. What is the second question for me, David?
Yeah, this one comes from Carlos, and Carlos wants to know, have you ever hooked up with Virginia?
No, we have not hooked up. No.
Every time we had like a chance, and you didn't have a chance because he was with somebody or I was with somebody.
Yeah.
We've been drunk enough that it should have happened by now.
Yeah, I mean, she's seen me naked plenty of times.
Plenty. But his wife was there, and he was in saran wrap, and we had wrapped him, and he was doing
I sung the national
anthem.
I don't know. I felt like in the middle of the night that we needed to, whatever we were in the party, I'm like, I think it's time we sing the national anthem. So I came out naked in saran wrap with a little American flag, and I sang it, and people stood up and they put their hand on their heart, and it was actually very touching. It was all American.
You've also been naked in fountains in this town and in other towns, but like your former fiance was there, or in the more recent naked stuff, Kim's been there. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
So it just, timing wise, we always had somebody, and Yeah, our drunkenness never took that. I think we just both were two drunk jackasses, and it wasn't like anything that was carnal. So,
like literally, he's Johnny Knoxville. I'm Bam Margera.
That was it. Yeah, that's how we kind of interacted our whole lives together.
Those guys weren't hooking up either.
No, I didn't think so. All right, Virginia, your second question.
Lauren wants to ask, what was the thing that made you fully realize that you were going to divorce your first husband?
Kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back. There was that moment where you said, you know what, I'm thinking about this. One instance happened, and you're like, it's done. Like, this is it. There's no going back. I'm going to go file. Something happened, a thought, a word, a fight.
Okay, so a lot of bad stuff happened while I was pregnant. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is terrible. But I was stupid. I was young. And I was like, oh, well, I guess this is just my life. I have to deal with this because I'm pregnant and this person is the father of this child. So I guess I just have to deal with this. This is my life. And then it just was compounding and compounding. And we were in therapy when I was 8 months pregnant, 9 months pregnant. We were in therapy. And I was like, I don't know if I can do this, but I'm going to try.
Was it in a therapy session and something was said and you said
the same therapist that we went to for Mariana?
I know you.
Dr. Adams.
He's a great guy, but apparently with us, he doesn't have a great track record.
He can't fix nothing.
Yeah.
No, those two things needed to blow up. No offense, Dr. Adams. You're fantastic.
So was there something that he had said in that therapy session that you're like, hey, I just can't be married to this guy anymore. It's over.
I mean, there was a lot of gentle nudge from Dr. Adams that it wasn't the right place for me, but I thought I could make it work because I was stupid. I thought that I could
But was
stick
there
it out.
something that was said that you just said, yep, it's over. There's no going back. And maybe it's he just told you, where he said you guys need a divorce. Did that happen?
No, that didn't happen. Dr. Adams didn't intercede. I think when Magnolia was about like 1.5, 2, they were building a brand new apartment, like a condo apartment building, like less than a mile from where we lived. And I just started thinking about it.
Okay.
And then, you know, there was definitely some, there was one thing that really rocked my world. And that was the cops coming to my door at like midnight when I was fast asleep and Magnolia was fast asleep. And she was like 15 months old. And it was just bad. It was
Why were they at the door?
They were actually bringing Pete home. My first husband. They were bringing him home. And I was like, okay, this is not a good situation for me. So that might have been the thing. But the fact that they were building these apartments less than a mile from my home. And I found out what they were going for in rent. And I was like, So it was a 1-2 of maybe that very dysfunctional moment. And then the escape happened right away. And you said, okay, this is somebody I need to get away from because this is not acceptable in my life. And then here's my out. And then 1-2, and you said marriage over. Yeah. And I kind of lied on the way out. I was like, oh, well, we'll keep trying to work on it. Full well knowing I was not going to work on it. I was moving out and I didn't take a lot of stuff. I left a lot of stuff, including, the bed, the dresser. When the cops bring him home, I assume he's not arrested. He's just doing something on the fringe that he shouldn't be doing. He should have been arrested, but the cop was really nice. Okay. Gotcha. All right. I think we can probably put that all together. Oh, there's a bunch of things. Trust me. Yeah. Okay. There's a bunch of things. But yeah, the cop was very nice. Okay, Denny's second question, David.
All right, Sarah asked, did Jbird not get an invite to your wedding simply because your mom hates him that much?
No.
Your mom doesn't like us.
It is true. She doesn't like tomfoolery, and I entered into a career of pure tomfoolery. So
you could say the most tomfoolery.
Yeah, her sense of humor is one that is odd. I think why I have a sense of humor is because she doesn't. You kind of learn to get through life a little bit by making things into jokes when you have a really serious parent. And not to say she doesn't, let her hair down every now and then, but for the most part, she doesn't find a lot of things funny unless there's something I don't even know. I don't even know what she finds funny.
She's
honestly.
old school.
I know what she finds funny.
I really don't even know.
She's an old school Asian mom, and she doesn't get all this stupidness. And you know what? She might be right.
Yeah, but yeah, it's at the time too. You know, like Jackass was kind of big and stuff. She did not like any of that stuff. She thought all that stuff was just ridiculous. And at my age and the time and everything, I loved that stuff, which is why I'm kind of attracted to it. You know. Plus, I mean, just partying a lot. I think as a kid, that she's not a partier. All of that stuff. Pretty much everything I did in my youth was things she didn't really necessarily sign off on. But that didn't really have. Really, the main reason was just that. Again, I mean, not to bring it up to the one we had the question earlier, but with our schedules, it's very tough. And I was just thinking, if I invited everyone to the wedding, I would then also have to program a best of show. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, it's a lot.
And I knew it'd be taking you guys out for a week. It was a wedding up in New York.
It wasn't worth the fight.
We did it at one of my wife's friends' locations. It was catered by one of her mom's friends. It was a very family designed event, and we did it in New York for that reason, because her whole family was up there at the time. Now they're all kind of spread out, and I just it would be tough to have all of you guys absent from the show, then to also be running best ofs.
Okay.
I just
And
thought,
guess what? Nobody here wants to go to a destination wedding anyway.
that's at the end of the day too. It's a lot to ask of people.
It is.
It's really the only reason. I mean, I discussed it with Bird in length multiple times, and he was thinking about maybe coming up for the day or something like that. But I mean, it's just at the same time too. Back then, we were doing tons of videos. There was tons of events that we were doing. It all lined up in a time that was just a little difficult. And I thought the easiest thing would be. Because at that time, too, we had, Suits could run the show while I was gone. And it was much easier for him to just do the day-to-day stuff while I was out than it was to completely relocate the entire show, including a Suits to a wedding,
All right. So far, everybody's been answering their prying questions here on the hot seat. We've gone through 2 rounds, myself, Virginia, and Denny's. This is the third and final one. We got on deck some of these wings plus fiery wings with spicy Brian's. Amazing Screamin' Reaper sauce. Will anybody delve into that here in round 3? These will be the toughest questions for each of us. What is my final question here, David?
Yeah, you guys have been, able to answer everything so far. So we got to hit you with one that is really tough from Ashley.
Okay.
And she says, who does your daughter, Caitlin, work for?
Oh, okay.
You've alluded to, or you've talked about Caitlin's
her travels and what she's done. She's a nanny for anybody that does not know, and loves being a nanny and loves the opportunities that it brings. But yeah, she does have an NDA, which she has signed, and I would not ever do anything to jeopardize whatever she has going with her job, and that is actually not my business to say. That's going to be a wing for me.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
We got a wing.
Yeah, we got a wing. Yeah, I cannot do that one. That would be very uncool to answer that.
It smells hot.
Okay, we're going to find out.
Take it down. Are you doing it right now?
Yeah, going to be very generous here with this sauce. Put it on here. Let's see how bad it is. I did not check to see what the Scoville units are.
Yeah, what is the Scoville on this thing?
Yeah, so your basic 3,000 gives you a little bit of kick, but yeah, you can get up into the...
There's no Scoville...
A lot of them don't.
This
That's
doesn't
the tough
have it
thing.
on here.
Yeah, a lot of them don't. You just and that's why
Sauce Masters or Sauce Crafters, what were they?
Sauce Crafters.
Sauce Crafters. They always put the Scoville on there, and that is what every bottle should have. Otherwise, it's just a mystery what you're about to eat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is it's Reaper, so it's that Carolina
Reaper. Oh
yeah,
gosh.
so this is like the hottest pepper that they have. So I went generous here. Generous, y'all can see the wingy that I got here, a little drummy from Wings Plus.
Oh, you're going drum.
Yeah, I'm a drum guy. You a flat guy?
I'm a flat guy.
I'm a flat girl.
Yeah.
Oh, wow,
on the backside.
All right, well, then let's get wings together, and I'll just have all the drummies.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, here we go. Let's see how hot this thing is.
Oh, Kevin's getting down on that. I can hear it.
I just put a tiny tip on my finger and licked it, and it's no joke.
All right, it smells super hot. I poured it on mine before the match. Kevin looks like he's
hot.
He's getting through it.
Yeah, it's very hot though. And you know what? It's one of those ones I can tell it's going to hit me in a second.
The one that creeps up on you.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I will tell you, it's very flavorful, though, because sometimes these wing sauces, all they do is they're just there to
burn, where it just tastes like you're eating gasoline with no like hot sauce fun accompanying it.
I'll tell you, this is still flavorful. But it has got a kick to it. It is hot. Like if you did 10 of these, your mouth is going to be really on fire. My mouth is very hot right now. I love spice. That's a good one. It's very good. All right. I got my wing. That's my third question. Now Virginia's third question.
You okay?
You're going to get them hiccups.
No, it's really starting to hit now.
All right. Well, I'll give you a break.
Oh, gosh. It's like that?
It's a good thing to have David in here.
All right. glad that I'm here. And we did save the toughest questions for last. So for Virginia, what happened at Little Smiles? We heard that they made you resign from the board of directors after 20 years. Do you want to tell that story?
They made you resign? Oh, wow. I'm just finding that out.
So, I'll say this. I'm back on the board.
Okay.
But I can't talk about what happened yet. I think I'm going to do a 5-part podcast about it and put a paywall up and then donate all the money to Little Smiles.
My question, was it your fault?
I think in every situation, you can assign a percentage of blame.
What was your percentage of blame as to why you were kicked off the Little Smiles board?
10.
You were a 10?
10.
10% of 100?
10%.
Or 10 out of 10?
10% of 100.
Oh, okay. Only 10% of 100 was your fault.
And that's me being fair.
I'm going to make sure I pull everybody on the board to get that number from them.
I wish you would.
I would love that, yeah.
I'm
be
gonna
part of the podcast. I'm going to text them.
I'm going to invite them on the podcast.
Virginia says she was only 10% responsible for getting booted off the board. What is your take?
I would love that.
All right, but you couldn't answer the question.
I cannot answer that yet because I plan to do something with it, and I can't give away the punchline.
All right,
girl, here you go.
Time for your wing.
Yes.
Tissue.
All right. Here we go. Hot wing down the hatch.
So when you put that podcast up, is it going to be on witchknowsqtoes.com?
It's still being discussed by the lawyers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They had to be a part of it?
Oh, it's going to have to go through legal.
Because you think somebody might come back and sue for what's said?
Yes.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Well, I want to be there for that. Let me host.
Dude, we'd love to have you. Oh, my God.
You guys got to eat hot wings while you do it, though.
Oh.
Yeah, like I said, it's it is hot, but it's and it stays with you. It's flavorful heat though.
That Carolina Reaper sucks.
It would kill Bird though. Like this, the heat on that would put him out.
I'm glad you did this while he's out.
He'd be out another 2 weeks.
It would go right to his colon.
Yeah. It would. Yep. All right.
Is this the hottest they go though?
I think that's what they told me when they handed it to me. I think they said that was their hottest, but I'm not positive.
I think Sauce Crafters got hotter.
Some of their stuff they do just as novelty. So the question is, are you doing truly edible, or are you just trying to?
The novelty ones are awful.
They're really tough. They're the ones that can't even touch your skin.
Or you got to sign a waivers on them.
Okay, final question here for Denny's. Let's see if he answers on the hot seat.
Oh, gosh.
All right, the wing sauce isn't the only thing that's spicy here, because this last question from Connor is, what is you and your wife's favorite sexual position?
It's tough because I don't know if we agree on the same position.
Well, right. Do tell.
Well, all right, yes,
but I don't think I could be sitting here talking about this.
You cowboy?
I know, because I know Lachlan listens. I don't want him to hear.
You cowboy?
How did you make Lachlan?
Yeah.
Down with the brown.
What was the winning position?
You mish?
Never.
Okay. Oh, never. Oh. Denny's never a mish guy.
We don't care so much about you, what you like. We want to hear what Jen likes.
Right, I'm going to have to pass.
Bow, wow,
you guys are getting too wrong.
Bow, wow, wow, yippee, yo, yippee, yay.
All right.
Bow, wow, yippee, yo, yippee, yay, no. Okay.
All right.
Then he's going to take the wing?
He's going to eat a hot wing.
Okay.
You got to be polite.
You better have some water.
I'm going to just raw dog it.
Yeah, we got Spicy Brian, by the way.
Said.
Spicy Brian is in our chat, and he said, I can definitely make it hot. I just want customers to enjoy the heat. And it is, like I said, it's a very enjoyable heat, but you will feel it.
It still has flavor, though, and that's what's important. flavor, but yet it punches you in the neck.
That's why it's not so hot. Oh, gosh, it's creeping.
Ooh. You want some, David?
I'm good.
Ooh. All right, hit my uvula.
What do you think?
It tastes great.
It does. It's a flavorful heat. There's no doubt about it.
It's
Okay.
just- I can feel it creeping.
All right. Well, we got through the questions. Kind of. 2 out of 3 for everybody.
2 out of 3. That's good.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for submitting those. And thank you to Spicy Brian, everybody there at Wings Plus. Like I said, and people are confirming that all their locations, the blue cheese is absolutely phenomenal. The sauces are very flavorful. So you will not be disappointed. So drop in there and check them out. Thank you for the wings, guys.
Can't wait to bring my buffalo husband there. He's going to love it.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Well, a Palm Coast man's attempt to cheat a court-ordered drug test backfired spectacularly on 52-year-old James Jbird, who arrived for his urine screening driving on a suspended license.
He drove himself on a suspended license.
Yeah, which alone is already a probation violation that he has done here.
You don't think they're going to notice?
They immediately arrested him, and then deputies discovered a homemade device strapped to his groin. A fake bladder was filled with synthetic urine attached to a heating pad and a prosthetic penis.
Oh, my gosh. He had the Whizzinator.
He did. Yes, he did.
I know this Whizzinator because I have family members that have it. Not to beat drug tests, to be able to urinate at Mardi Gras.
Oh, okay.
They wear it. They wear it on their junk. And they snake this little excretion tube down their pant leg and out under their shoe.
Huh.
And they can urinate at will during Mardi Gras, unfazed by the lack of bathroom access.
So never wear your best shoes to Mardi Gras with my takeaway on this.
Never.
Okay.
If you wear an open-toe shoe to Mardi Gras, you are a terrorist.
Wearing waders, I think. Yeah, they say during a transport, a deputy moved Jbird's handcuffs to the front to ease a shoulder complaint, and then he used that opportunity to toss the device onto the patrol car floor.
What did he think was going to happen?
He thought maybe they wouldn't see it or something. I don't know what he's thinking. And
was he intoxicated while this was going on? Because it sounds like drunk logic.
It's a crazy thing. I don't think he was, but boy, he was getting a mouthful from the deputy.
What is this stuff?
What is it? I don't know what that is.
Yeah, James, I have you on video pulling out a pee bag out of your pants, okay? I'm not stupid. I clean this car every day. I'm responsible for what is in this car. I am frustrated because I asked you if you have anything on your person.
I don't.
Okay? You did. And you're lying to me. So if you want to go down the rabbit hole of lying and see where this ends up, I'm more than happy to do it.
Sheriff Rick Staley called Jbird a pea-brain dirtbag who flushed away a second chance.
Damn.
Now he's got evidence tampering, fraud charges, all kinds of good stuff.
Oh, boy. You are going to get locked up, friend.
A 22-year-old woman was arrested in Ellisville, Mississippi for careless driving while completely nude.
Okay. Is it sexy or is she gross?
I didn't really see any photos of her yet. I think Denny's does have maybe a mug shot, but she's accused of being under the influence and was found in possession of marijuana and several modified firearms.
Oh.
They say the nude driver was asked to put on clothes and step out of the vehicle. She got a DUI refusal, possession of marijuana in a motor vehicle, and then they also got her for no seatbelt. Well, that's good for good measure.
Well, it would chafe when it rubs your nipple.
And they say the crazy thing, several of the firearms discovered were modified into fully automatic weapons.
Oh, damn. What was she planning to do?
22-year-old girl met business.
Jeez.
There is a rideshare driver in Port St. Lucie where the passenger allegedly became unruly while inhaling nitrous oxide from a large canister.
Okay, that's whippets.
So they don't like open containers.
They really don't like whippets.
You bring a large nitrous oxide canister with you on your rideshare?
I mean, you've just lost all sensibilities.
What?
To be out in public.
It's 37-year-old Pamela Molina. The driver actually called for help after she refused to get out of the vehicle and then drove directly to the police station.
Miss Pam, what were you thinking?
She's just back there huffing away.
Oh, my gosh.
How about that?
Drive her right to the police station. That was the move.
Wow, yeah, well, they got her, and then she was not cooperative, if you find that hard to believe.
I'm shocked.
A 20-year-old Florida man was arrested for indecent exposure following a disturbing encounter at a Lowe's store in Lady Lake near Orlando. Landon Spearman allegedly approached a woman completing an Instacart delivery and repeatedly asked her to photograph her feet. After she declined, she accepted his phone number to end the interaction and walk away. He then called out to her, and when she turned around, he intentionally exposed his donger.
Hey, look at this.
And he said, "Call me for some D." He then followed her inside the store until she approached a group of customers, causing him to leave. During police questioning, he admitted that he substantially corroborated the victim's account and said, "Yeah, I did it." That's his move. Nice work, dude. A wanted man took LAPD officers on a foot chase before diving into the Pacific Ocean and trying to swim his way out of an arrest.
It's a move.
LA County lifeguards caught up and they helped him get to an LA County Sheriff's Department boat.
He was going for it.
Yeah, they say that he was wanted on a felony warrant when he found out. He took off, tried to swim away.
I mean, dude, how you think this is going to end? They got the Coast Guard. They got, police boats. They got helicopters.
Maybe he thought they'd just give up or something?
They're not going to give up.
Yeah.
You're better off on land, dodging and weaving and hiding.
Right.
The ocean ain't the way.
It's wild. How about that? Well, video has captured a violent brawl erupting inside an In-N-Out Burger in Tempe, Arizona.
I saw the video of this. Oh, my gosh.
Get out of here, bro. I mean, that sounds insane, and it pretty much looks the same way.
Yes, it was complete insanity. And then some brave guys got up and were separating the fighters. And then another pack of people started fighting off to their left. They went there with an agenda.
It's kind of getting nuts. I mean, they had the teen takeovers.
That's what it was.
It was a lot of teenagers.
Yeah.
I guess it's monsooning there. They've had a lot of rain, and so the kids were kind of just hanging out in the burger joint and just getting stir crazy, and then they started fighting, I guess.
Crazy. Oh, my gosh. If I'm in there just trying to eat a burger, I'm so pissed.
Yeah. There's a 28-year-old named Bethany Michael who says her Jacksonville Homeowners Association is trying to force her out of a 55 and older community. She inherited her late father's home in 2023, and she was told she was going to be grandfathered in. But now apparently some of the neighbors are starting to protest, and the HOA has notified her she'll no longer be allowed to live there because she doesn't meet the community's age requirements.
Look, I usually don't agree with the HOA, especially my HOA. They suck. But in this case, the HOA is right. She's in her 20s. She can't live in this 55 and older community. She can sell the house to somebody who's 55 and older and keep the profits, but she can't live there.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens, whether or not that will stand. But she's taking it to court, and that's where apparently it's going to go. Can she still stay in the house at 28?
This is housing that is supposed to be designated for older people that just want to live with other older people. Girl, they don't want you in this neighborhood, and it goes against the bylaws of the community for you to be there. Why would you want to live somewhere where you're not welcome? Yeah. Sell the house, keep the profits, and go buy a different house.
Yeah.
Ugh, I hate agreeing with the HOA.
I know, this is the first time I think you've ever agreed with an HOA.
I'm so mad at myself.
Well, who would have known? They say now that cannibalism is bad for your health.
That's a lot of the Epstein videos and files that have come out. They're pictures of Jeffrey Epstein with weird inflammation on his face and around his mouth and weird things that don't look like herpes or any of the traditional, mouth sores that one would get that was this promiscuous. They say that it's some kind of side effect of eating human flesh. And in the Epstein files, there are thousands of references to what they call jerky. Are you going to bring the jerky? Oh, I have the jerky.
Yeah.
Jeffrey needs more jerky. Do you have jerky? Like, jerky is referenced so often in these files. And people like myself that have dove too deep into it believe that jerky is the flesh of human children.
Well, maybe that's what did him in then in the end.
Look at the pictures of his face, all weird and inflamed.
I don't think I've seen those.
You gotta look, Kevin. I'm telling you, it's there. It's
we know
in the
they're
files.
legit and everything?
Well, I don't know what caused the facial inflammations, but people are saying it's a direct side effect of cannibalism.
Wow. Well, what they're expecting is what cannibalism did is it brought down a couple of different societies because it would lead to disease transmission that would collapse some of these different older populations. So that's why they say cannibalism is bad, okay? And finally here, well, I know people have been protesting, but now United Airlines is going to help you out. If you do not want to fly to DJT, you can get an exemption from United Airlines. They'll allow you to fly to Fort Lauderdale and Miami for free if you don't want to fly into DJT because of the name. How about that, huh? That's what they're offering.
You won't have the same experience at those airports that you will at DJT.
Yeah.
It's just easier, breezier, and nicer at DJT. I mean, regardless of the name of the airport,
right?
I want to have a pain-free experience.
There you go. Yeah. So if you're on United, I guess that's an option now for you. Got a very hot ticket here for Camp KVJ today. We're going to be hooking you up with a 4-pack of tickets to both Rapids Water Park and the Palm Beach Zoo. And we got Sophia on here from Royal Palm to play. Hello, Sophia.
What's up, KVJ?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, good, thanks. You having a great summer?
I am.
Cool. Love to hear that. Have you done something really cool? What's your favorite thing so far this summer?
Probably dancing.
Oh, okay. Are you dancing just in your living room, or do you go dance somewhere special?
I professionally dance.
Oh,
very nice.
Fancy.
That's great. You need to give us some lessons. I don't dance well. So.
Yeah, come in here and make some TikToks with us.
That's right. Okay, Sophia, we're going to play a fun game. It's called Denny's or Animal. I got some animal noises here for you. You just got to tell me, is this noise coming from Denny's, our producer, or is it a real animal making the noise? Now, right here, you're going to notice these are dogs. They're barking at a bear. Okay, we got dogs barking at a bear. Are these real dogs and bear, or is this Denny's? You think that one might be Denny's, Sophia?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you're correct on that. Yeah.
Yay.
Denny's. Okay, off to a hot start here. Okay, the next thing that we got for you is a buffalo charging a matador in Spain. What do you think about this? Is this Denny's or Animal? Oh my gosh, that was violent. I am so sorry. That was very graphic, Sophia. You probably should have censored that one. What do you think about that? Is that Denny's or Animal?
I'm pretty sure that's Denny's.
Yes.
Yay.
Right again. And the last thing that we have here is a buffalo in a field. Do you think this is a real buffalo, or is this Denny's? Whoa. Okay. Is that Denny's or Animal?
I think that's an animal. animal.
That one is an animal. That is the real thing. That's definitely a buffalo in a field. You went 3 for 3, and you definitely got a 4-pack of tickets to Rapids Water Park, the Palm Beach Zoo, and a $100 Visa gift card from Love the Palm Beaches, Sophia.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. You have a great weekend, okay?
You too. Thank you for having me.
Okay.
Aw, what an adorable girl.
I tell you, it's been maybe the best week for cute kids.
Yes, it has.
Yeah. So kids next week, step it up with another round of Camp KVJ coming at you. It sounds like things are starting to gravitate back to real connections when it comes to finding love. That's how we used to meet people. And then you got these dating apps and the websites and everything else. And people started swiping left and right and all that kind of stuff, try to find love. And now apparently people are kind of burned out on that, feeling like it's not a true, genuine, authentic connection. And it sounds like younger people under the age of 30 are trying to gravitate now more away from social media and some of the digital experiences and trying to find true human connection again, which is very encouraging. I think they're just finding everything that you do online and social media just kind of flat and soulless. And it really should be, because it is soulless.
It is. And it's not personal and it's not tangible. It's people lie all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's so much better face to face.
And I saw this concept a while ago, and I'm like, I don't know if this is going to take off. But this just goes to show you, as it continues to grow, and there are actually some events in South Florida for this, that people do want that personal connection again. The concept is called pitch and pair. I saw it was a 33-year-old marketing guy that came up with the concept. It's a dating concept that is interactive and live. You go to an event and you have one of your friends who plays your wingman, who will come out with a 3 to 5 minute slide deck and do a presentation to pitch all of your best highlights.
I love it.
Your quirks, your green flags, and what makes you a total catch. And then after they do the slide deck, the audience asks the single person questions to get a feel for their personality. And then the single's contact info or a way to connect is shared, and then everybody stays for a lively, low-pressure social mixer to mingle. So if you really connected with somebody, you can go up and let them know and see if something happens there.
How many singles do they feature each session?
Probably depends, and I think they could set the differences on each event. So I don't know when they cap it. It might depend from time to time and event to event, because I think there's probably a lot of people. It's not the same guy, I don't think, that's putting on every single one. It's almost like a concept that they have, and you can buy into the concept and then do it at your place. Like I saw the next one in South Florida is happening next Friday at Tank Brewing in Doral. They're doing a pitch and pair there.
Okay.
So you'd have to contact them and say, okay, is there any room to still get in? What are you capping it at? How long is it going to go?
Is it just bros that get pitched and all the girls watch it? Or are there...
It's both.
There's girls getting pitched as well.
It's everything. It's LGBTQ, whatever. Yeah, all that stuff. So it's anybody is able to do it. They don't, from what I'm seeing and just from what I saw on TV, they had variety of everybody.
Interesting.
Yeah. So it's, kind of a cool little thing.
How do you find it again?
Well, you just have to go and look for pitch and pair in locations near you. And the next one that I found is the one coming up next Friday at Tank Brewing in Doral.
Pitch and pair.
Pitch and pair.
All right.
Is the name of it. So if you're looking for love, people want that personal connection back. You got a nice little win for the week. There is one town in South Florida that is celebrating being one of the nation's top 20 best mid-sized cities, according to HGTV. Congratulations to Port St. Lucie.
Okay.
They made the list, along with other Florida towns like Tallahassee and Tampa. They all were in the top 20. They say the reasons why they put Port St. Lucie in there was because of cool things like the spring training they got at Clover Park, the kayaking, the biking, the bird watching, all those kind of cool little things. And I got to tell you, too, if you go right into that tradition, that whole area is just amazing. That's special. Like, you just don't see that in regular towns. And I even love the heart that they put up. I know some people, because the Queen and I on Valentine's Day, we were there at the heart in Port St. Lucie.
Oh, look at you.
So I had to post a photo.
Cheesy.
It's so cheesy. I love cheesy, lovey stuff. You know me, Virginia. And so we took that and put that photo up there. I'm like, that is a really cool little thing. They got everything you want in that town.
That's where the Mets play, right?
They play at Clover Park.
So next Saturday, I'm going to be out there because Maddie's Fight Foundation is going to be at Clover Park. They do a huge raffle and silent auction and all kinds of prizes and giveaways, raising money for Maddie's Fight Foundation. So if you have plans to go to that game, 5 o'clock next Saturday, the 25th, that would have been Maddie's birthday weekend.
Oh, that's great. Okay.
Yeah, so we're celebrating her and her family that does beautiful things to help families dealing with childhood cancer.
Mm-hmm. Somebody else who is the best of the best. Congrats to our friend Bob at Sugar Tea Moonshine there. They got the best of Spartanburg for the 9th year in a row.
Okay,
Ninth
Bob.
year total. There they are.
I love
A
it.
delicious beverage. Nice to see them crushing it in South Carolina. And also, kind of a heads up, I know some people were excited about this. Got a new chicken joint in West Palm Beach, and they're kind of expanding different places. Miami's already had it, but we just got our first Fuku, F-U-K-U. It is created by a Jbird award-winning chef, David Chang, who was working at Momofuku.
Okay.
And it was something he would make as a late-night meal for the chefs that were there. And it is this habanero brine chicken, a Korean-style crispy breading, and then it's got Fuku's signature mayo on it.
Ooh.
They say that the menu also features sweet and spicy sandwiches, chicken burgers, loaded waffle fries, and unique sides and sauces. It just opened yesterday at City Place in West Palm Beach.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah. So you got something nice to check out. Also, a little win for a raccoon. This is one of the cutest things. They've got a lot of flooding and some nasty stuff happening in Texas. And
I saw that in the same area where that camp lost so many of those sweet little campers last year, same time, same area.
It's kind of happening, yeah.
It's wild.
Yes, well, there was this raccoon that got caught up in the floodwaters, and some paddleboarders went out there and they saved the stranded raccoon.
Aww.
And you can see him just hanging on the paddleboard, and it's all wet, and you can tell it's like shivering and just scared. But it was so sweet just to see.
I'm glad they saved him.
I was too. I think raccoons are having an era. I think some people are really almost like wanting to get some pet raccoons, and I don't know if they're a good pet, but
they're getting good press on TikTok because some people have them from when they're a little baby raccoon.
Okay.
And they raise them, and they're not afraid at all of humans. And there's this construction worker guy that I'll watch sometimes, and he's got a pet raccoon. It runs across the yard, runs up his pant leg, and sits on his shoulder and nuzzles his cheek.
Who wouldn't want that? That's adorable.
Damn adorable.
Oh, my gosh.
This big, burly, hot construction worker with this adorable raccoon. I only watched it about 7 times.
We're also getting people that are celebrating their win over the Project Tango data center that had happened, and somebody else was a part of defeating the fee they were going to charge for those 12 beaches in Palm Beach of $4 an hour, and they're happy that was defeated as well. So that's their wins for the week.
The people have spoken, and at least for now, you guys have a win. Just don't let these things creep up and secretly be voted on without the word getting out that it's happening.
Can't imagine it would happen. Everybody seems to pay attention to when the votes are going on. And
they're going to try. Trust me.
Yeah.
They're going to try.
Well, Jbird will hopefully be back with us very soon. I don't know if I'm premature and getting too hopeful about Monday, but I know he was at least going to be out until Monday. His doctor had told him. He's still trying to get results, and I'd heard there's a lot of testing going on, but there's also a lot of sleep, which is good for anybody who's down and out and haven't gone through what he's had to go through with his intestinal, whatever the thing is. It's crazy if he's got that cyclospora, which is going around. The cases are increasing, but numbers still relatively low for the state, and people have been hospitalized, and he went to the hospital for it. Yesterday, I saw the numbers at 141 people nationwide hospitalized for it. He'd be 142.
Well, if it takes this long to get diagnosed, you know why the numbers are not where they are accurate. Because if he's got it, he's been trying for 2 weeks to get a diagnosis.
Yeah, I saw one person that had gone through, and they said that they specifically asked their doctor to test for the cyclospora. They did. Then they got on that antibiotic right away, and they said it started to alleviate the symptoms pretty quick for them. Within a couple days, they were back at it.
Jbird asked his doctor weeks ago if the doctor thought he had this salad disease, and the doctor's like, I never heard of it.
Never heard of the cyclospora, huh?
Never heard of cyclospora. I'm like, it's time for a new doctor.
Okay. Denny's, have we heard any updates from Jbird today on how he's doing?
Right now, he's currently at the doctor.
Good.
I was trying to get him on for the back end of the show, but he's at the doctor's as we speak. So he thinks he's going to be there for a minute.
Any idea what the goal is today? Is it just still trying to identify what's going on with him?
So I think he's getting back some results today. So I think that's what he's waiting for. And he should have an update for us. But yeah, I think he would get all results back by Monday, I believe.
Gotcha.
Okay. Do you know if he'll be able to be with us on Monday? Have you heard
I think
anything on
so.
that? Okay.
I think they put him on some sort of medication already. He said that was helping a lot. So
good. Okay. Well, hope he feels better. So since Bird is out, we're going to have Denny stand in here and wrap up this week with his thought for the day.
All right. Never regret a day in your life. Good days give you happiness. Bad days give you experience. The worst days give you lessons, and the best days give you memories.
Oh, man.
All right, I like it.
Okay, Virginia proves.
It's hard when you're in the bad days, but I see what you're saying, Big D.
It's all
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.